reasonably expect that we are obligated to fucking explain the concept of water.
No, I think if you're both trying
I
to
think
reach the
anyone in the
truth, you do.
conversation agrees with
If
that.
let's say that
Now,
if your opponent
returning
genuinely
to the
doesn't,
question
if you
beforehand, if we expect that, hey, the threshold here is it has to be a reasonable expectation, then in the debate about NTT, right, and he
Okay, good.
refers
But you
to the
understand that?
question,
Wait, hold on.
that
You
he
understand that?
refers to an argument there
Wait,
of what
stop. You
entities
understand this
statedly given.
threshold? Okay,
And I
you
want to be
understand this
clear.
threshold.
Here's an inductive evidence that I think
Wait,
is bullshit, right?
stop rambling. Stop rambling. No.
Archie
We're not
has
getting to
debated
that.
entity multiple
I'm not addressing
times,
that. I'm not addressing that.
utilizing the same argument
Stop.
it's been
You understand?
stated
Wait, you
before.
understand? There's a threshold varies from person to person, right?
So no, you're
Threshold varies from person to person. I don't care if you lagged out. If I'm gonna say it regardless because you haven't let me speak. The threshold for something being reasonable obviously varies from person to person. Something that you think is reasonable for them to understand, maybe it's not
What's
as
the
reasonable for them to
argument?
understand. Obviously, things like
Oh my
water are very
God.
simple analogies, but something like name the trait is obviously more nuanced. It's more
people are
complicated.
different.
It has
Reasonable
entailments.
expectations
So
are different.
yeah, so someone like Archie, maybe it's not as reasonable of an expectation for him to understand that there's a hidden premise or a hidden syllogism in it, which maybe for you is obvious. I don't care
So
if you
what
think
you're
that.
saying that Arch is really, really retarded, that you need to
I
like
don't.
handhold him in the
Let's say I
conversation.
said that, but let's say I said that. I don't care.
Okay, so I want to be clear. The only way for you to try to attend to in the conversation is by making the person retarded.
I'm not trying to make him retarded. You can think that again.
Yes,
It's a thought
we're
for you.
talking
No,
about some easy expectation. You're saying,
you
nah, well,
think it's
let's
an easy
just say for
expectation,
whatever
bro.
reason, you know, he's just
You
really
think it's an
retarded
easy
enough to not get
expectation.
that.
That's the thing.
I agree. You're trying to lower down the standards, right? That typically people wouldn't have. Normal people
Yeah, you
wouldn't have,
think it's
right?
typical. Like it's the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. You
Dude,
think it's
oh my
typical.
God! So you are making him
I
retarded
already
to win
explained
the
to you why
conversation, right?
maybe name the trait, which most people would not be familiar with its entailments. Maybe most people
Jesus,
don't know if
I
this
want to be
formal
clear.
format,
Archie has been
which requires
debating
wait,
NTT for a while.
which
So to
requires reading
say
and
that
wait.
he was not familiar with the
No, wait,
position and not
hold
knew
on.
the argument, it's just
I
so
mean,
unlikely.
no, I disagree with that. For one, even if we
You
agree that
disagree
he's
that
debating
he's ever
NTT,
debated NTT?
and I don't disagree with that. I'm saying that just because he
Okay, so
debated
if
NTT
you agree that he's debated NTT,
a
and
few
I want
times
to be clear, has he debated NTT while being a vegan?
while being a vegan, he's not a vegan.
Oh,
No.
sorry, debating
Oh,
in
like while
favor of
taking the
vegan,
vegan
sorry,
position,
veganism.
I'm not aware, but he usually takes the non-vegan stance.
Uh, so we can
He's
ask him. We can join.
he's
We can ask him
argued
the
for
VC if he
NTT.
wants.
Like he
No,
literally has argued NTT multiple times.
I mean, I'm not aware of those, but let's say he did. Maybe
He
he's
knows
arguing
what
as,
Then
you're
it
as a
says that it
question.
increases the probability that look, asking this ridiculous question
It's not a
is
ridiculous question.
unreasonable.
It's just that you can't answer it, and therefore you're trying to excuse
No,
it by saying it's
sorry,
ridiculous.
sir. It's the fact that it's unreasonable to expect an answer.
like.
Why is it unreasonable?
If it's unreasonable, then Goons is not under no obligation
Why is it
to
unreasonable?
be to specify. So if it's
Your
likely
specification was
that
that
he
Archie debated
understands the
NTT.
argument, sorry,
But what if he was already under the
if it's
assumption that the other person's going to
highly
respond to
expected
NTT?
that he understands the
Jesus.
argument, and we accepted before that if you understand the argument, then you understand the content of it.
Wait, what if the other person?
Then asking for clarity of what the entity question is, and we're
That
first to
doesn't
an
prove
argument
that.
and doesn't know
This
the argument is
translator doesn't prove
unreasonable.
that.
That's
No,
it.
I'll explain to you why. Yeah,
Done.
if you're saying that, oh, it's because he debated NTT a few times, therefore you should understand the concept of NTT, and therefore like, that debate was ridiculous.
They're still going.
That's not true, because for one, let's say Archie debated it with the assumption that the other person was going to respond to the NTT and actually entertain it, then the experience goes down the window because let's say he's never debated someone who didn't entertain name the trait. So when he debates goons and he does entertain name the trait, and he wants an implication for the syllogism or he has some justification for it on why it's obligated, it's not some unreasonable, ridiculous claim for something that's pretty nuanced and pretty complicated if you don't read it and you're not familiar with it. To ask that question, if it was so easy, Goons could have responded to it, no problem. And you still have not justified why it's unreasonable or why that threshold that you think applies to other people. Yeah, you can go now.
Hey, look, I think I, gave a good case for why it's unreasonable. If my opponent or anyone I'm talking to has argued in favor of my position or against it and understands, right, the argument in hand, and he asked, I don't know, some random new person, right, hey, I don't get the entity question. Is that referring to an argument or not? Then I find it really, really implausible that I have any obligation to specify him that, given that I know this sort of background information. And keep in mind, Goons has known Archie before, so it's not even like this random person has never seen Archie debate or has debated or seen him debate veganism. He has heard him multiple times. He's been to Skypedia or in some other weird servers. Archie was back then. Look, if people have a strong plausibility that you aren't required in giving someone like him an explanation for the argument for entity when he himself has ran it and ran against it. I just find it to be ridiculous that you're expected to give him that.
You just repeated
So,
yourself. I already
Goons
gave you an
is
explanation
not
condition.
under such obligation to do so. It's unreasonable. So you wouldn't be required to do so.
I just gave you. I mean, you just repeated yourself. I feel like we can unironically disengage it because I'll give you the same response, which again is that even if you agree that Archie did do NTT, what if he was under the assumption that the other person would entertain NTT? Because any debate that Archie's done with NTT, the other person hasn't entertained it. So if he's not familiar with what if a person does not entertain NTT and how you justify that, then he wouldn't know maybe about these implicit premises, and you're just asking the question. You understand that, right? So like, please don't
How
repeat
this
yourself.
goes
'Cause
against what I'm saying? Because
it goes
just
against
seems
what
that
you're saying because you're saying
nah, cool.
because
I
it
don't
goes
care
against
if
what
it
you're
goes
saying. Because
nah. I asked you, why is he obligated?
I'm about to explain it to you. You just cut me
You
off.
never said you're gonna explain it. You just repeated yourself, by the way.
I didn't repeat myself. For one, I said you repeated yourself, and two, it goes against what you're
And then you
saying.
said you're gonna repeat yourself again, right? So,
Bro, like,
nice.
am I not gonna say it,
Nice,
bro?
you
Like,
tracked that.
are we dead ass? Okay.
No, we're not being dead ass. I think it's really irritating that you thought you can, I don't know, try to argue with a bunch of people and think you can win at least one of those conversations.
Yeah, I won. I think I won every single one. Unironically, I think I
agree.
realistically won every single one.
Delusional people are highly expected to say that.
No,
pile
I
of
think
fucking nonsense.
No, I think you're all just like part of the same fucking group of people when you think the same.
I
Stop
agree.
being
You
crazy.
also have these little weird delusional beliefs. That's correct.
I don't think it's delusional.
Don't know
You
how
can
that
think
goes
that. Like,
against
you're more than
my
welcome to think that. Now I'm
hypothesis.
gonna explain to you how it goes against your argument. It goes against your argument
you're gonna
because you're
mumble
trying
or
to say that
something,
if he
that's fine.
debated it a few times, you'd understand the contents of it. But I gave you a situation where he may not understand the contents of it, and therefore you're wrong. Like,
What are you talking about? I asked you, why is Goons under such obligation? And can you explain why? And with the obvious schema for why he's obligated.
yeah, the reason why he's
Just write
obligated.
just write down the write the in the side chat the schema.
So I'm not writing down
the,
the schema for it. Or I'm
requirement
not writing down like the
obligations.
formal fucking argument. I don't really care about that. If
Well,
you don't
then
want
it's
to,
pretty fine. You're able to just give like some weird in natural language. I'm not asking you to give little weird symbols.
okay.
Just ask you
So
for just whatever you think an requirement obligation.
I can't be asked to write it
is.
down. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
So then you have
These-
then what are you gesturing when you say?
I'm
that
gonna be
this is
gesturing with
obligated?
my voice. Yes, I do have an argument, but I'm gonna be speaking to you with my voice. So
What the fuck are you saying?
what I'm saying is that I don't have to write it down for me not to have an argument. Like, this is pretty understandable.
Whoa. Presumably we're debating. Presumably you accepted the norms. So I'm asking you to write it down.
Your norms
Or
are not
are
my
you
norms.
failing on the
We're on different sides of the
obligation?
community.
Sorry. I
Your
wanna be
norms
clear.
are not my
If
norms.
I'm
Like,
asking
what?
you to do it, right? Why aren't you obligated?
Why am I not obligated? Because I can give you other forms where I do satisfy my argument. Like, what?
Oh, okay.
What if I have no
so when-
fingers?
So when Goons, doesn't want to give the argument, but he gives it in the form of a question. Why isn't he
Because
obligated
the question
to?
isn't a valid form, but my voice is a valid form. What if I have no
Wait,
fingers?
what does valid mean in that case? What does that
I mean, what I just mean by valid is a correct format. Because again, if you can't prove the
correct?
implication,
Sorry, what is this criteria or standard you're talking about?
like let's say
by
let's say
the correct
successful,
format?
for example, or successfully delivers the conclusion.
Successfully delivers what?
Yeah, okay, again, it successfully sequels to the conclusion. The question doesn't.
You said wait, what was it? Sorry.
Okay, what I mean by valid here is just that his question doesn't sequel to the conclusion that he wants.
So you mean just satisfying a desire?
Obviously, you're talking about index of debate. Are you autistic?
I want to be clear. Is that what you mean?
I just said index of debate, so no.
Sorry, then I'm confused of what this weird talk about.
It's not weird. It just means that
Is-
he's trying to satisfy a conclusion. In this case, is that we should be vegan. This isn't too hard to understand.
I-
Like I don't
I
know why you're
agree.
acting like
I
this is
agree
so
that you're
difficult for
talking
you to
about the
understand.
proposition in hand. I
Okay,
asked
so
you,
why are we talking about
in
fucking
what
worldly
way?
pleasures and all this weird
Stop.
bullshit?
What are you rambling about? Stop doing that.
I'm
So,
rambling.
why do you-
I'm the one rambling. Ironic.
Yes, you're really much rambling right now because what I asked you is simply, what's your account of obligation in
My
this
account for
context?
obligation. Again, I explained it to Penny. I'm saying in this case, index the debate. If he doesn't do that thing, he will lose the debate.
How is that an obligation? That's just
That's what I
just
define it
either
as.
like a descriptive. It just seems like a descriptive claim about what happens, right? If you don't give an argument, then
That's what I define.
then your
That's what I
argument in
define
favor
it
of
index
the
the debate.
proposition is, you don't have support for it.
That's just what I
Then
define it
the
as.
argument, that's it. You don't have.
That's just what I define it as.
So you define it in an idiosyncratic way. Cool. How is
I
this
mean,
interesting
in
to me?
index the debate, yeah, obviously be
How is this
idiosyncratic because
interesting to me or anyone else who uses the word
because I
obligation?
explained to you what I meant by in the debate twice.
I don't. That wasn't an answer. So I asked you, why is that interesting to me or
Because
anyone
debates
else
are
who uses
idiosyncratic.
obligation? What?
Debates
Sorry.
are absolutely idiosyncratic.
Guys,
They're not standard
debates
for
are
obligation.
idiosyncratic, guys. Cool.
Yeah, it's an unconventional context. Like what?
What are you talking about?
It's a situation
People
that's not
debate
conventional.
about. People debate about. Look, you of all people should know because you debate fiction. So it's obviously there's like people who still talk about debating stuff like that. People debate about their favorite ice cream. It's not unconventional. That's
No,
part of our
that's
practice
not about
as
conventional.
agents.
I'm
Our
saying the
entire lives.
terms,
So
but
no,
the
you're
terms
really
in a
retarded.
debate are unconventional. Obviously, when we say someone's dodging, we don't mean like literally fucking physically moving, for example. Obviously, have an
What are you
unconventional
talking
term,
about? I never
which is
mentioned that.
avoiding the question or avoiding what they're saying and not
Yes, you
responding to
failed
it.
in giving reasons when people ask for reasons.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's not the same as like a literal dodge. Like you're not literally moving.
I never said dodge. I don't know what
That's
you're
what I'm saying.
referencing.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm saying the terms are
What-
unconventional.
That's
or
what I'm saying.
idiosyncratic.
That's what I'm saying. You're not saying that. You're just saying
I
words.
just explained to you. Wait, no, you can say
You
that.
have
Like
not
I just-
explained stuff. You've just been like saying things, and I've
you
just
can
been
think I'm saying
trying to
things.
get
I
you
think
onto
I'm pretty
something.
coherent here.
I don't think you are. Look,
Okay,
I think
yeah,
I
nice
exhausted
hustle,
any
bitch ass
means
nigga.
like ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Alright then.
Look, I
Alright then.
exhausted every means to talk to you.
I
If
don't
you don't
care,
get
bro.
it till now, then I don't know
Yeah, like,
how
yeah.
else
I
to
think
help
you're the one who's confused, bro.
you. Cool. Like I said, schizophrenia is a real disease that makes
Yeah,
you act
for
like
you.
this. You need to take your medication.
Aren't you mentally ill, bro?
No.
Yes, you are, bro.
Oh, cool. Do you have like my medical documents there?
I probably can get them.
Go ahead and get them.
Alright, I'll get them. Give me a few days, buddy.
Cool. I'll be waiting for them. But meantime, just know that you need to take your, pills. You schizophrenic.
And he
piece of
fucking
shit.
started saying that, bro. Like this was the oral leak of doom.
I
misery,
agree.
bro.
I'm
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
really, really tired. It's like 4.
Okay, yeah, go
4
get
a.m.
some fucking sleep, bitch ass nigga.
Just know that you did horrible.
Go get some sleep. Why are you still talking?
Just to be clear, you did horrible.
Yo, just to be clear, I say just to be clear 50 billion times. Maybe we'll look rhetorical now. Go get some fucking sleep, bitch ass nigga.
Who are you?
Go get some fucking sleep, bro.
Anyways.
Go get some sleep. Go get some sleep.
Can someone get this
Hushmo,
dog?
good boy. Good boy. Retarded ass nigga.
You're.
I don't know why you
homosexual
came
for
here thinking
calling
like
me
you can
that.
actually step up to me. Like you're fucking retarded. Like get the fuck out of here, bro.
Why are you trying to like
Why
do
are
this
you?
weird performative stuff?
Why? You sound fat as fuck too, bro. Your voice is fucking ugly as hell, bro. Like holy shit, bro. Have you ever been in a relationship?
So this is where Caesar
What?
just crashes
Yeah, no.
out.
Have you ever been in a relationship? I don't think you can attract people, bro. Like your voice is so
I've
ugly
been
and
in
fucking
plenty.
repulsive.
I
Like, holy
know.
fuck.
I am
No,
the
his
witness.
voice
You're
isn't
so
even that bad.
you're so
It's like
disgusting. God damn, bro.
like
I
it
don't
has
know
like
what
a
you're
special charm. Like this guy's, like he's
Zizo
really
or
he's
Zizo
really
or whatever.
shy.
It's
He's
just
knowledgeable.
whatever.
He
like
likes reading
you're so
books.
go
It's
to
like
sleep. Like go take your fucking nap, bro.
this is like
why are you so
literally like
wasting
a
time?
specific archetype that girls like falling over.
Yeah, like the fanboy, fat, retarded archetype who just keeps speaking without saying anything of actual fucking
Why this is
intellectual
projecting that I'm fat or
potency.
something? I think I showed my pictures where
That's
I'm
so
like,
ironic. That's so ironic when you were venting in VC every time I try to fucking speak and you cut me off. That's so ironic, bro. You're so ass.
what? Oh, I thought you were done. I thought this ramble was over. So I was going to say, look, just projecting. I don't know. Cool. And now you're.
You
just
can think it's
conceding the
projecting, but you were speaking first, so I don't care. Now, are you gonna go get some sleep?
Who are you?
I'm your fucking daddy. Now, are you gonna go get some fucking sleep?
So
Don't try to
this is
argue
where
with
you
me.
turn homosexual.
Don't try to ego
Okay,
me here.
well.
Don't try to ego me here, bitch ass nigga. Go get some fucking sleep.
This is where your homosexuality comes in.
Yeah, this is
I'm
where your
answering your
homosexuality's
side.
coming in, bro. Like, you're so corny and unfunny, bro.
You think I'm supposed to be making jokes? Like, what?
Yeah, I
what do you
don't give
think
a
I'm
fuck.
doing?
Like, you're so
I
corny.
know
Like,
you don't care.
you just sat here just yapping and yapping and yapping, bro.
I love
Ugly
Pete.
ass, fat ass
That's
nigga,
one thing
Joey
I
Yo,
big
what up
love
with
belly
all
button ass
these
nigga,
guys,
leaf blower
I
guys?
ass
love
nigga, bro. This nigga got
yapping. I
fucking
love
3 eyeballs
yapping.
on his fucking feet,
I
bro.
love
This guy got fucking
yapping so much.
5 fucking feet, bro. This nigga is disgusting as
Yo, how
fuck,
about this,
bro.
bro? How about this? How about me and
He
Moxie
formed
just talk
fucking
about
cooch.
Food Wars? We can talk about Pete, guys.
Let's talk about Food Wars.
Yeah, Moxie watch Food Wars.
I know he loves
Yeah,
food,
I
bro.
love
He might
Food
get too
Wars.
hungry,
Like,
bro.
Lucky you got called the fuck out.
Food Wars is cold.
That's probably true.
Bro, Sakazuki, shut up, bro. I'm mad at you, man.
Is that Penn?
Yes.
Bro, Penny. Like, I'm being serious, bro. I'm not trying to hold you over.
No, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take EBT for this shit, bro.
Dude, just like press Zizo, bro.
We don't debate. I
already
don't
pressed
debate
Zizo.
IRL. Like,
Zizo
if he
doesn't
wants to debate me
share
on
any
fucking
topics.
fiction, we can
Like,
do it.
Zizo wants to debate shit that don't exist.
I don't give a fuck. It's more interesting to
I
talk
mean,
about what substance the fucking brain is made out of. Like,
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to talk about
That's
shit
not
that's
true.
actually important.
oh, the mind. The mind is material. The mind is immaterial. So important, guys.
That's just like the only topic of IRL.
It is important. What are you talking
Oh
about?
god.
These are like literally the most important issues in humanity.
Yeah, Madoka, what topics do you do?
Trans issues. I talk about
Wow,
politics
trans issues. You're
sometimes.
so cool,
Wait,
bro.
Great, yeah.
Bro, are we really
Great.
gonna
You
sit
can,
here and
you can
fucking talk
completely
about
you
trans
guys
issues
about
as a
politics,
fucking interesting
sometimes
topic?
theology. I talk about a plethora
Sorry, do
of
you want to
things.
scale like a Naruto or something?
Yeah, that's way more
Okay.
fucking interesting and way more fun than talking about trans sports. Absolutely,
boy.
yeah.
Great. It's also more interesting to talk about whether or not someone lost the debate to veganism than talk about whether the fuck. I had more fun beating you the fuck up on
You did not beat me the
whether or
fuck
not
up. You just
someone's beat
it's
somebody.
you and your retarded little philosophy friends who like already were dick eating me
Dude,
before I even
bro,
joined the
people
VC.
who think
Before
I'm
I-
tier 5 thought I beat your ass. Dude, stop coping.
It's you, Giro, Moxie, and Vortex.
Every
Shinra wasn't even in
single
the
person
VC and he was
the
dick
VC
sucking.
thought I beat
And
your ass,
Poochie.
bro.
It's
Stop
the
coping.
same five
Literally,
niggas dick
every
sucking
single
over and
person,
over.
bro.
It's literally the
Listen,
same
bro,
five niggas,
Gyro
bro.
doesn't
It's
even
literally
like
the
me.
same
He
five
thought I
niggas.
beat your ass, bro.
It's literally the same five niggas and your fucking Discord boyfriend. So like I don't know why you're talking. It's
Okay,
literally the same five niggas.
it's the same niggas. Wait, first of all, Gyro stepped in. I don't even talk to Gyro. Gyro thought I beat your ass. Yano
Gyro's
thought
a
I
dick
beat your
eater.
ass.
Gyro's dick eating me before I
thought
even
I
joined the
beat your ass
VC.
as well. Like
Wait.
every single person thought I whooped
Every
their
single
ass.
person,
like, literally,
includes
we can go
Gyro,
down the
Vortex.
line and
Okay,
VC.
let's look at the votes. Let's look at the votes.
because Pulsar
Let's look at the votes.
wasn't here. But
So
like,
your Discord boyfriend. Okay,
every other person
let's look
besides
at the votes. Hold
Eric,
on.
I beat your ass.
Let's look at the votes together. Let's look at the votes together. Because you have no fucking order and you can't fucking pack. You're super fucking quiet. Let's look at the votes together. So
Great,
we
you wanna
have
post-
let's find the fucking poll. So
Yeah, You want to stutter over yourself? I have the post posted in chat. Look at it.
I'm talking about the people in the fucking poll, you retard. So
Great.
let's look at it. Let's see who
I
voted.
think the
for
conversation
big fucking
exhausted,
penny.
so we could change
So,
something else.
Hold on. Let's see. So we got Shinra, who's not in the VC. Hyde, who keeps dick eating from like fucking days and talks about being H&H and all the fucking time. We got Giro and we got Vortex. And who else we got? We got your Discord boyfriend, and we got Kidad. So people
Wait,
who
you
are in the
call her
VC.
my Discord boyfriend, and she obviously has pronouns. And you still use on her?
So clearly, the people who voted for you
Great,
are
so
people
that
who
was a
dick
dodge.
sucking, people who are in the VC, and the
Great.
person who's in love with you.
Great.
So like,
Great.
is
Great,
that a
so there's
victory for
one
you? Really?
Wait, listen, I could debate Eric right now, and my girlfriend would say that I lost it, but
I don't give a fuck because you both glazer. You both worship them. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that
Okay,
if so many people,
name
wait, hold on.
any
If
single
so many
person
people, wait,
that
hold on. If
isn't
so many people,
retarded that
before
my
wait,
girlfriend
before I
would
even
say
joined the
won
VC,
because she loves
before I even joined the VC or talked in chat, I joined here because people started dick
Jesus, you're
sucking
just
me and fucking
retarded
talking
collectively,
shit about my
dude.
name.
Like, I don't,
Before I even fucking
like,
joined the VC, obviously people
dude,
are
I
gonna
don't
dick
even
suck.
think Sakazuki thinks you're good, bro. I think he just uses
Sakazuki
you
just joined the
back
V. For one, Sakazuki just joined the VC, and Sakazuki thinks I'm better than you.
Right.
Like,
Wait, so this is all a response to what I just said. Sakazuki's better than me, and two, Sakazuki just joined the VC was a response to.
I
I
said
didn't even think
Sakazuki thinks I'm better
Sakazuki
than you.
thinks you're good. Do you think
We
that
can, we
was
can
a
look at
response?
Sakazuki's tier list.
Dude,
I'm
like
definitely higher
Sakazuki,
than
there
you
is
on
no
it.
way you genuinely believe this guy's
Yeah, I
good,
do
bro. Like,
absolutely
there's no
believe
way.
that. I do absolutely believe that.
Wait, you absolutely believe Sakazuki? Wait, so you absolutely believe the question that I asked to Sakazuki was true? You genuinely believe that? That was a question for Sakazuki, retard. Did you track?
Matt,
But
you
yo,
weren't
what?
clear
Wait,
there. That's
wait.
your problem.
I was zoned out. What happened?
He's trying to say like,
There's
oh,
no way you
Sakazuki thinks
genuinely
like I
think this
lost
guy
and like
Ziza was
he's
good.
better than me.
Bro,
Sakazuki, this guy's like
I'm
retarded.
gonna be honest, bro. I was literally just using it as background noise. I was
I know you
not
was using
listening.
this background noise, but I'm saying like there's no way you genuinely think this guy's good.
Oh, that Zizo's
No way.
good. I
Yeah.
don't think Zizo's like bad. Like I think Zizo's has good performances.
Okay,
But
okay,
I
that
also
tells
don't
you
think
everything that I need to know. That just tells you
no,
everything I need. I,
no, no.
Any
On my tier list, like, because I think that in his debate on abortion with Shinra, he didn't do. Although I think he lost, and he did horrible. Like I have him like
yeah, but
mid
like
tier.
not
I
doing
wouldn't say he's like
horrible
I
against
like.
Shinra on like abortion is
Huh?
not that fucking hard.
for one, it was 8 months ago. And it was the first time me doing it.
When I
There's
said, I
such a
said not
wait.
doing
There's
horrible against
levels. Wait,
Shinra on
there's
like
levels
your
to this shit.
abortion debate is
If
not hard at
Shinra
all.
when
Right? Like
Shinra
I can take
walks
like
in,
a random
when
autistic person that's
Shinra
really
walked
autistic
in with
about
me.
philosophy,
When
throw them into
Shinra
the ring,
walks
and
in
they're
with
not gonna
me.
do horrible
Wait.
against
For one,
Shinra.
when Shinra walks in with me and tried to debate me on JJK, everyone in fucking Academy X said he got mauled. Juju said he got mauled. Gali said he got mauled, and he lost the judgment. So I don't know why when it comes to best
Yeah,
topic to best
yeah.
topic, I
Keep
beat Shinra
doing
every time.
topics that he doesn't fucking do. Great. So what was IRL performance?
The
You
topic
lost
that he's
what
been
you're
doing for
asking for?
2 years.
Great.
You mean the
Oh
topic
my
he's been
god.
doing for 2 years? The topic he doesn't do that
Wait.
he's been doing for 2 years. When Shinra came into the
He's
com, what topic did he do?
obviously so much fucking better at this specific topic. Obviously, it's not even
Why?
comparable to
Justify.
fiction.
Wait, justify is better than IRL. Go for it. Why is he
Okay,
better
that
than IRL?
every single time we place him, we space him on his IRL feeds. Most of his feeds
Why?
on the IRL
Why?
data
I
specifically.
don't care
He
what you
talks
place him
about
on. Why?
IRL a lot more than other
Why?
people. Great, that's a justification. There you go.
Wait. Why is that a justification? Saying that people
Why
place
isn't
him
a
based on his IRL
justification?
performances. I
Wait,
don't give a
being
fuck
clear,
what
so
other
what a
people place him.
justification is something which. Wait, what do you think a justification is? So let's
I mean,
operate
no,
on your
I'm
terms.
telling you why this justification is faulty. Don't fucking try to meta here. I'm telling you,
Wait,
it's
no,
faulty because I
don't
don't care what
fucking
other
run the
people
fuck
do.
away. You just asked me a question. The question was, what? Wait, the question specifically was, is why do you think this is justification? Right, I'm asking you, what do you think it is? Like, what do you
You
think
want me to ask,
justification
like,
means in the first place?
what's the justification? I think maybe just evidence or something that increases the likelihood of your claim. That's really all like I can
Something
really
that
clear.
increases the likelihood of your claim as a justification?
Yeah.
Great, so, right, the reason why this would be a justification specifically is because it increases the likelihood of my claim of, the previous thing was just saying that, I just forgot.
Yeah, clear your throat.
I forgot my previous claim. But anyways, you can just operate further. But
I
listen,
mean,
right? Like if the entire thing of what I'm saying is that, oh yeah, no, I just remembered it. Shinra being like an IRL debater, he's way better at like the IRL stuff than fiction stuff. Is that most of his feats are coming from IRL debaters specifically.
what
We
feats?
place him given his IRL performances 2 and 3.
What feats?
He talks about IRL more.
What
Obviously,
feats?
if all those things are true, or at least one of those things is true, it increases the likelihood of the statement. My previous statement, the previous
What
statement just
feats?
being that he's better at IRL, like
What
way
feats
better.
does
That's not
Shinra
comparable
have
to
that
fiction.
place him
Great,
above
that's
his
the
fiction self?
justification towards it. Do
Wait,
you have a
what feats does he
disagreement, or
have?
do you still want to question why this is a
What feats does
justification?
he
Yes or
have?
no?
What feats does he have?
Yes or no?
What feats does he have? I
That
don't care
wasn't
about
an
your
answer
stupid
to
yes
my
or no question.
question. Don't
I don't
dodge
give
the
a fuck
question,
about your
bro.
question. What feats does he have?
Great, so you're dodging. Just admit that you're
Yeah,
dodging the
yeah,
question.
cool. You can call it dodge. I don't give a fuck what you call it. What feats does he have?
Wait, just answer. Do you think
What
that
feats
it's
does he?
dodging? Yes or no?
What feats does he have?
Great, so that was another dodge. Dodge
I don't
number
give a
4.
fuck. I don't give a. You can call it dodge number
Great, I know you don't
75.
give
I
a
don't
fuck.
give a
Just
fuck. You
answer
can.
that. Just say
We
that you're
don't go
dodging
with.
the question.
We don't go
I'll
with
answer your
debates
question
the
if
way
you
that
just
you
admit
want
that you're
them.
dodging my
You made the
question.
claim that his basis is based off the fact that he has better feats IRL. What feats does he
Zizo,
have?
I'll answer your question the second you answer
I
my
asked my question first.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
What?
Like when I
Fucking
did because I asked it the moment you said it.
The moment I said what?
The moment you said that he has better feats than IRL. The moment you said that, I asked you what feats. We're not even gonna sit here and
The
deny
moment
that.
he
Hey,
better
I
feats,
have a
then-
recording if y'all want to
Great,
go back
great.
and look at.
Let's-
Bro, we can look at
No,
every
we don't-
shitter recording because
we don't
me and
need
Shitter
that,
have
we don't
been
need that, we
because
don't
me
need
and
that.
Shitter have
Listen,
been going.
Being clear here.
Wait,
Wait,
Shitter has me
being
and
clear
Shitter have
here,
been going
Shinra
head
is
to head
best
for the
fucking
past
feat.
year.
Wait,
Like for
wait.
Kalazir,
Oh
me
my
and Shitter have been
fucking
going head to head
goodness.
for past year. We've been comparing
Shinra's
feats for
best
feats.
feat is beating
Shin-
C. That's Shinra's best
What
feat.
feats
is
does he have?
beating
He's
C.
not that good either.
Are you retarded? Or are you just fucking special?
both- wait, they're
You don't
both
think
not
it's
that
too
good. I don't think so. No, I think they're both
He
mid
would
tiers.
beat
And I think
the fuck out of you.
I beat.
What do you
Bro,
mean?
I think I can beat C. No problem.
Well, then you're just retarded, bro. You're just delusional, bro. Like you're on
You
infinity
call it
levels of
delusional.
smoking crack,
What feats
dog.
does C have? What feats does C have? Like,
Beating Shinra.
wow. So Shinra beat C and C beat Shinra. What amazing feats, guys.
Yeah, that's why they're relative, dumb fuck. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
what feats do both of them have to get them anywhere reputable above their fiction selves?
What feats do they both have? Okay, yeah, so we can talk about other things. C beat Wi-Fun. Wi-Fun's collectively beat tier 3. And let's see.
So why fun?
What makes Shinra better?
So, okay,
Shinra did really good against Lucario.
Okay, gotcha. So so the people he beat are Y-Fun on, I'm guessing, theology or something of that nature. Something like something IRL, which for one, Y-Fun doesn't do IRL that much, and two,
That's not even fucking true.
Wait,
You
for-
just
and
lied your
two-
fucking
wait, hold on.
ass off. Are you serious? Are you
wait, and
genuine
two,
right now?
wait, hold on. You understand that Shinra? Wait,
fucking
Shinra. Wait, hold on. You understand that Shinra has better feats? Wait, hold on. Shinra has better feats. Wait, I can unironically name you better feats on Shinra on fucking fiction than beating Lucario.
Great, name one better feat.
Yeah, he beat Lightning Jacks on JJK. That's a better feat than beating
Lightning
Lucario
Jacks
on
is
Y-Fun.
like relative to fucking Infinity, dog. That's a horrible
And
fucking
Infinity
feat.
beat Shinra on abortion. No,
No,
what,
the fuck
nigga?
you didn't. No, the
Yes,
fuck
he
you
did.
didn't. But
We-
listen, I'm
we
not
can
interested in
debate.
talking about whether or not that
Lightning Jacks
Infinity
also-
beat fucking Shinra on
That's
abortion.
same. Wait, hold on.
Obviously, you're so fucking retarded enough to
Lightning
believe it.
Jacks
You'd obviously
beat
fucking
Shinra on
believe that, right?
abortion, and Shinra beat him on JJK.
No, yeah,
If
I
anything,
agree.
Shinra's better on fucking fiction
I agree.
than he is.
You
on-
believe the retarded shit that you fucking
Yeah,
spell
you
out your
can
fucking
call
mouth. I
it
agree with
retarded.
fucking.
You can without a doubt call it retarded, but I don't care what you call it because at the
Listen,
end of the day, that's what
listen. The reason why it's retarded is because your entire group circle jerks Infinity. You guys think
my
Infinity
group
is
does
good.
not
He's
circle
obviously
jerk
fucking
Infinity. I
retarded.
don't think
He's
Infinity's. I
lost to
think I'm
literally
better than
almost every
Infinity.
single person. Great, like
Wait,
I
who's
still
my
fuck with
group?
Infinity. Infinity's just a
Who's my
horrible fucking
group?
debater. Infinity
Who's
just
my
sucks
group?
as a debater. He's
my
lost to
group?
Sin. He's literally lost to. I can't even name like
What
a
an
person he
entity.
hasn't
He lost to
lost
Sin.
to.
Okay,
Like, what
cool.
the
He
fuck?
lost to
He's
Sin.
literally
Now what?
lost to literally everybody. He's lost him. He's like lost to Mason. He's lost to Goons. He's lost to literally every single person.
You mean when Goons? Wait, hold on. You mean when Goons was just trying to pack? That's when he lost. I don't care. Wait, hold on. I
No,
don't
I'm
care.
not
You can
talking
say
about with
Infinity
just
lost
when
to
he was
Goons.
trying to pack, even though that
Okay,
nigga guy's
so
ass
your
was then.
losses for Infinity. Wait, your losses for Infinity being ass are him losing to Synth and Goons. Okay, cool. So
Great, yeah. Do you disagree that he lost the Sin?
I don't care about that. That's not doesn't do anything for
Okay,
Infinity.
great. So listen,
So
Infinity
so
lost
how
to
does this
Shinra.
invalidate? So how does this invalidate Infinity losing to
Great,
Shinra?
because Infinity is relative to Lightning Jacks, and if he's relative to Lightning Jacks, great. And then
Both of them beat Shinra.
Shinra being Lightning Jacks is not incomparable.
Lightning
to
Jacks also beat Shinra.
being
I had a
Wi-Fi,
debate.
because
Wait, hold
Wi-Fi
on.
would be Lightning Jacks.
Lightning
because
Jacks
Wi-Fi
also
would be
beat Shinra.
Infinity. Wi-Fi
Lightning
would
Jacks
be
beat
Infinity
Shinra.
because Wi-Fi's
Lightning
best
Jacks
topic
beat
is
Shinra.
theology.
Lightning
What are you
Jacks beat
talking
Shinra.
about?
Lightning Jacks beat Shinra.
Yeah, you keep on saying the same fucking shit. You keep on saying Lightning
There's
Jacks
a
beat
whole
Shinra. How
there's
does
a
it answer
whole
my fucking
recording.
point?
Wait, there's a whole recording of like the entire VC jumping Shinra right after this because he started claiming he beat Lightning Jacks and nobody thought he beat Lightning Jacks. Lightning Jacks thought he beat him. I even asked Synta to vouch for my argument. He said, "Yeah, he probably agrees with my argument more." Like nobody thinks Shinra, bro. The people who think Shinra beat Lightning Jacks are the fucking Shinra Syndicate.
The consensus, the consensus thinks that Shinra lost. The consensus that being of retarded people who don't any.
Oh yeah, they're
don't understand
retarded. Okay, they're
anything, is
retarded.
that-
Okay.
Is that it?
So both Infinity and Shinra. Wait, sorry. So both Infinity and Lightning Jacks don't have feats below Shinra, and they both beat Shinra. Like I have an hour recording
They
of
have
debating
feats
Shinra on
below
it.
Shinra. What the fuck are you talking about?
I said
Like
they
none
beat
of them
Shinra.
get past tier 4. Like literally none of them.
They both get way past tier 4. Like you're the one who doesn't get
No,
past
the
tier
fuck
4,
they
but they
don't.
both beat Shinra.
No, do you think it's like common consensus that Infinity gets past tier 4?
Yes,
Because if
absolutely.
we
yeah.
ask around all of
100%.
Com, I guarantee like 67% of Com will think that Infinity's not past tier 4.
The com
you
that you're
talking
referring
about?
to is the philosophy com and Apollo's little shitty community. That's it. You go to Skype, you go to
Wait,
Purgatory, you go to
philosophy
fucking.
com,
you go to
wait, philosophy com's like way
You
fucking
go to
bigger
Kosuke
than Anime Com.
Academy, you
Philosophy
go to
com
any of the
makes up
servers,
most of
Infinity
the.
goes past tier
Wait,
2.
Philosophy com makes a majority of the com. And plus, philosophy com has an actual reason to say that Infinity's ass because Infinity uses the concepts that philosophers use and is retarded while using them.
No,
Like
no,
ethical
it was the
egoism and shit.
reverse.
Ethical
It
egoism and shit. He
It
has a
was
retarded defense of defending ethical
for this is
egoism.
why
Like
you're
every single
random.
thing
It was
about
the
him is fucking
reverse.
retarded.
It was the
Fucking that horrible.
reverse.
He's ass.
It was the reverse. It was the reverse. Don't even play this game with me.
Oh,
For one,
you think the philosophy com stole from Infinity? You think it was from the
100%,
fiction com? Are you
absolutely.
genuinely retarded? Are you brain
Yeah,
dead? Are you
100%.
stupid? Are you fucking?
Wait,
like,
hold
are
on,
you
hold on.
genuinely
Where did
fucking serious?
hold on. Where did that just the claim come from? And where did you can think that come from? Did it not come from
You
Infinity?
said, wait, say it again. What?
Okay. when Infinity says that's just the claim, or you can think that, and then Goons takes it and steals it and adds it to his fucking repertoire, what happens then?
Okay, so you use one person who copies it. I'm not even
I mean,
sure if
I'm
that's.
just giving
I'm not even
examples of multiple I'm giving you an example of a really influential person in that community who does copy him. So yeah, a lot of the stuff that they say gets taken
Wait,
from
but-
Infinity, and this doesn't take away. This doesn't take away from
Great.
Infinity beating Infinity and
so-
Lightning Jacks beating Shinra, and most people think that too. So I don't know why you're trying to sit here and deny it when
Great,
most people
so-
think that.
So Goon, wait, great. So Goon's also copies Eric, right?
I mean, cool. No, he copies people. I don't really
Great,
care
so
about that.
why
I'm
not
just saying that.
Eric?
I'm just saying the philosophy he takes from Infinity too. I don't really care about that. I'm just telling you right
yeah,
now.
but they copy.
You saying, oh, 67% of the comm, and you go like to the fucking arena debates.
But that's not like an
where-
influential thing.
Like,
That's
I
just
don't really
that's
care
just
about
someone
that, but
mocking you.
I'm just telling you that Infinity and Lightning Jacks both beat Shinra. Like, this isn't a problem.
Wait, but like I just refuted this example. Like,
You didn't
five
refute it. You just
fucking
said the people who said so are retarded.
times. No, are you just? Bro, are you just like genuinely not fucking listening to anything at all?
That's what
Are
you just
serious?
said.
No, buddy. The
else
response
did he
wasn't
say?
that those people are just retarded. That was not the response.
You said the majority of the people, like 67%. Like that's all you
You
said.
don't even know my response was, so you're not even locked
Okay,
in.
what else did you say?
Okay, so the thing that I said still agree for the entire response is that okay, great, they're relative to each other. I don't give a fuck if you think they beat Dysfunction or not. Wi-Fi's better than the two of them because they're relative.
Why is
I don't
Wi-Fi
think that
better than
Infinity is
the two of
better
them?
at all. I mean,
Until recently, Wi-Fi thought Infinity was better than him. Like,
great. Yeah, I can have a false belief. Dumb fuck. What are you talking about?
Wi-Fi's got one
Like
top
I can think
Demon
Itachi
Slayer.
X is better than me and not be fucking
Okay,
sure. What are you
wait.
talking
Why is
about?
Wi-Fi better than Infinity and Lightning Jacks?
Well, why is he better? Well, yeah, talk to both of them, and Wi-Fi's less
Oh,
retarded.
you talk to them in your personal opinion, blah blah blah. Doesn't change the fact that you got one top
Great.
by
So he
Valor.
also has a better performance. He has a better performance against bigger tier people than
Like
Infinity
who?
does. Great. So we can talk about. We can just talk about this. We can compare these two, right? Like, I'm not even sure. No, yeah, okay. Wi-Fi did better against Goons and Eric than Infinity did against Goons.
That's not true. Goons just try to pack him.
Wait, so do you want to like pull that rec up and actually review it? There's like multiple debates between Goons and Infinity.
Goons just try to pack him.
Wait, but there's like multiple recordings.
Goons hopped on a lot,
Goons
but just try to
versus
pack him. I don't know
Infinity.
why you're using that as like some. Oh, Infinity did better than Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know there's multiple.
I said the other way around. This is the complete
other one.
opposite.
Where also Goons try to pack him as well. Like, okay.
Wait, do you think in every single fucking debate, Goons tried to
The ones that are out there, yeah. Goons just tries to
Great,
pack
can you
him.
pull them up? Can you pull them up?
There's two. There's one on abortion and one on theology.
Great. So the only thing that they were doing was packing each other, or was Goons making fun of them for being retarded and also addressing?
Yeah, but that's him hopping on a loud mic and venting about how retarded he is. It's just him trying to pack him.
Are you retarded? It's not even what packing is.
I'm not gonna debate you on I'm not gonna meta debate you on what packing.
No, I agree. You're not gonna debate me because you're fucking stupid. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
definitely, because
you don't even know fucking
obviously when someone hops on a loud mic,
you're so stupid. You don't even know what the fuck it means.
and starts rambling about the other person's being
You're gonna
retarded.
keep trying to
That's to be taken
ramble
into
and ramble
account.
because
Yeah,
you're
for sure.
retarded. You know, like
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
I agree. You're retarded.
Bro, you're so so low level. It's fucking crazy.
No,
So
like you're just so blinded by ego that you're being getting blown the fuck out.
You're just you're getting blown the fuck out, guys. You're getting blown the fuck out. So yeah, so your justification is that you said, oh, one person's better than the other person.
You got shit canned. What, like you got stomped on, you got slaughtered, like.
So you have no
all
actual
these other fucking
justification.
terms
You
I
have
can
no
use.
justification. So you have no justification for why Wi-Fi's better than your own like little personal
I
experience.
just gave you justification.
No,
You're
your
stupid as
justification.
fuck.
Your answer is that he did better against X people. That's not an actual answer though. Anybody can say that about anything.
That's not a probability. That's not a likelihood increaser. What's the argument? That's not a likelihood.
Because it's your personal opinion that's baseless to me. I don't take your opinion.
What the fuck? Are you stupid? What? If you want to give you a justification on whether or not a debater is better than other thing, that's already talking about.
Talking about, oh, this guy did better.
Stupid?
My personal opinion is that he's smarter. or some
Yeah,
dog
but
shit ass.
but that's like subjective to every single thing. Obviously, you're not going to think someone
But
like
you can
beat somebody
hold
else
on,
in a fucking
hold on.
debate.
You can use a more
But then
objective
you just
basis.
boil it down to
Wait, you
preferences.
can
Are you
use a more
stupid as
objective
fuck? Like, are
basis
you
of like a
genuinely just
person,
retarded?
wait, of a person
Really,
like losing
that's
like
like what
debate
you're
like
doing
in
as
front of
well.
like
But
literally
you're poking
everybody
behind an
in
ego
front of
because
a
you're trying to
neutral
like prove it
setting.
that you're not doing this
Why
right.
fun? Wait, hold on. Why fun debated both Timius and fucking Valor, and he admitted that he just wasn't ready against someone like Timius to debate about theology and Christianity, and then he debated Valor on Demon Slayer, and he lost both debates. Infinity did way better against Timius and actually convinced the people that he beat Timius, and also like just against
Wait,
Valor
wait,
too.
wait, wait, great. So currently, you think that White Fun did bad against the, one Timmy on theology?
Sorry.
You think that like because White Fun self-admitted that he did bad, that's like some, I don't know, some reason or some
And yeah,
justification
and
towards
since
his claim?
Infinity didn't, and Lightning Jacks also is on that level, and he also debates people like Valor. He's on probably people like Valor.
Great, but
We're
like
both a lot
you
better
realize
than
why
White Fun.
mine's would be stronger than yours because mine doesn't involve like a self-referential claim to it. Like mine's is just saying that one did better and one
I
didn't
think if
do
someone like
better,
wants like to
but
repeat
didn't
himself, make
refer
himself
to like a
good, admit that he lost
self-referential
something,
state, say that
I
they
think
said that they weren't ready.
that
Because I
means
can
that the
just
other
say
person
like
beat him. Yeah,
White Fun just
I
killed
think it makes
that
mine
nigga.
stronger. Yeah,
He just thought that he wasn't ready because of the rhetoric or some shit.
it wasn't
White
because of
Fun
rhetoric.
doesn't do
He said
rhetoric.
it's because of a lack of knowledge. Like he says in the recording. I don't know where are you getting this idea that
Great,
White Fun.
the lack of knowledge.
Where are we
Great,
getting
that's
this idea that
amazing.
fucking White Fun
Doesn't
thinks he's
fucking
better than
matter.
Infinity
Are
and
you
Lightning
fucking
Jack?
stupid?
Why are we acting like
Like genuinely, Gizo, you're
Jack
just
should
like
do
not
things for him? Like
responding to shit that I'm fucking saying.
I responded to everything. I just gave you direct feeds. You just think, oh,
Great.
this
So
guy would
what
do
was the
better. This
response
guy
that
would
I
do better
just said?
without
What was the
saying
response
anything.
that I
That's not
just said?
because it's not. I just told you it's baseless. It's not saying anything. It's arbitrary.
Arbitrary to what? What did I just say?
You just said that you could say that. Oh, the reason why White Fun said that was because of some rhetoric or some bullshit. But he could have just laid him out. You said that, right?
I got you.
Okay, but for one, that's
I was
not what
saying that
White Fun
there's some
said.
self-referential that I can make some self-referential claim. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying if someone like White Fun, who wants to be better in debate com and reps himself pretty high, admits that he lost a debate like that, then that's not the case. Like it's not some self-referential thing. It's pretty valid to use.
He said that his knowledge was lacking. I can say that in the debate, his knowledge wasn't lacking at all, and due to some sort of rhetoric appeal,
Yeah,
he
you
got
can say a
some
lot of. I mean,
blunt
I don't
verbally.
know. You can say a lot of stuff, but you just said, "Oh, this guy did better and this guy
Great,
did
but that's
worse."
why
It's not,
that's why including the
that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm giving you
referential claim just
Yeah, I'm
boils
giving you more
down to a
concrete
lot of
basis.
fucking
I'm giving
that's
you
why your
more concrete
self-referential claim boils
basis.
down to a bunch of more assumptions than what I just said.
There's no more assumptions. I'm giving you more concrete basis.
Great, so self-referential claim could be false. It could also, be true that, he actually lost or that he actually won, or that the other person, did really poorly but still, won, or there's a bunch of other assumptions, but mine just has less assumptions than yours does. Or like less things to guess about yours. Because not only you're positing that he did better, but also he included a self-referential thing. And I'm just
Yeah,
saying
because
that
I'm giving you a more concrete
yeah,
basis.
one did better. Well, not one did, but I mean, one did better. Right? I'm not even
I'm giving you
including
a
sort of
more
referential
concrete
things.
basis.
Great. So, do you agree that I'm not using any sort of referential claim in my entire argument?
Your entire argument is again. You just been through why your argument fucking sucks.
No. Sorry, was that an answer to my question?
The answer to your question is your argument fucking sucks.
That was the answer to the question.
Yeah, the answer to your question. I don't care
sucks.
about your bullshit. Yes or no. Your argument fucking sucks. That's my response. I don't care about your question.
You don't care for the question's relevant to the debate. Are you serious?
I don't care. You haven't responded to what I
Great,
said.
so
Your
you're
argument
just gonna
fucking
dodge
sucks
my fucking
because
question
it's
again
about
and
based on your
again.
personal opinion. That
What are you
doesn't mean
doing?
anything.
Like this isn't appealing to anybody. Like you dodging
And
my
you're fucking
questions isn't
lagging
gonna
already.
appeal
The
to
fuck up
anybody.
then.
You said what?
You're fucking lagging too. Like if I say, oh, this guy did better, and then you say, oh, this self-referential scheme is bad because of this and that, which is unlikely, and it doesn't even take into account what he actually said, then obviously that's wrong.
I'm gonna pop a solo real quick because I'm this bored.
I'm not reading your fucking syllogism.
Right. So now that I have at least somewhat energy to not fall asleep listening to you fucking yap, can you actually respond to what I asked you?
You're so ass. Holy fuck.
Let's spread love, guys. What's happening?
Bro, like this is
Bro,
like so
I'm trying to
awesome. Like, we're
defend wife
seriously,
one
like
right
we're
now,
seriously
bro.
gonna
Hold
sit
on,
here.
bro. Like,
What's up? What's up? Wait, why are you trying to defend Wi-Fi? What does Izo say?
No,
bro,
like,
because I said Shinra beat wife one. Where I can say Shinra beat wife one because like I was like saying Shinra's IRL feats are better than his fiction feats. It's like, well, yeah, but like wife one wouldn't beat Infinity because I said wife one would beat Infinity. He was like wife one wouldn't beat Infinity. I was like, okay.
Wi-Fi is not better than Infinity, and Infinity beat Shinra, and Lightning Jacks also beat
Yeah, like
Shinra.
that's why I don't agree with.
Wait, Wi-Fi and Shinra are all talking about the fellow of the mind debate, or something else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Wi-Fi lost that one terribly.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think Wi-Fi can be worse than Shinra, but I think Infinity and Lightning Jacks are a lot better than
No,
Shinra anyway.
how do you feel about that? He's saying like Infinity is better than Shinra.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm actually.
Well, depends, right? So if we're talking about like currently, both of them suck ass in my opinion.
Yeah,
But
literally.
Infinity would be better right now than Shinra, strictly because I saw Shinra lose to Crown. And at
Oh no,
least
yes, current Shinra is ass. I'm talking about Prime Shinra.
Bro,
Prime
Shinra
Shinra?
lost in an abortion.
Bro, wait, bro, can we be for real, bro? Like, I fuck with Shinra, but like, dude, the whole idea, like, I will agree with Ziza on the whole IRL fiction. Like, I think it exists for C, for sure, but for Shinra, like, this
Obviously,
dude
it
has
exists,
way
bro.
better feats on fiction than he does IRL.
That's
He
not
has
even
no
true.
shit on
What the
IRL.
fuck, bro?
He made
Okay, listen, being
Lightning
clear
Jacks
here.
out of
Like, I just want to be really clear here. The feats that he established were Infinity and Lightning Jackson. Both of those niggas fucking suck. The fuck?
They're
Like, that's
way
not even
better. Wait,
establishment.
for one, they're better than you, and they
But
both
like,
have
I'm
really
being
good
so
feats in the
genuine.
comp.
Okay, wait.
Like, I'm being
Big
so
Penny,
genuine.
my
Comparing that
unbiased
to
opinion,
Wife
I
One, it
think
doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense
I think
at all.
Shinra beat Lightning Jacks, in my opinion, right? I think Shinra did lose to Infinity, and then on IRL he got murked by Mason twice. He got
But which
murked by
Mason?
Venus to
Like
the
which
point where he had to
Mason?
hide the
Like is
recording.
Mason or
What?
Brain Mason? Like is Mason
Brain
or Brain
Mason.
Mason? Because I think Shinra's
He's
worse
lost to
than both
all of them. He's lost to Goons numerous times. He's lost to
Like
Mason numerous
I don't
times.
think he gets past like Haikyuu 3. Like I think C and Shinra are literally relatives.
Yeah, I
bro.
think
Like I think
Infinity's a lot
they're
better
the
than
most
that.
relative duo ever.
What the fuck is he talking about, bro?
No,
See,
I
you're
think they're
relative
there too
duo. What are
easily.
you talking about?
But like, look, I mean, I just don't see like, cause like at least I don't know if you've watched Shinra's like fiction debates. When I watch him debate fiction, like I just think that he's performing a lot better. Like whereas when I watch C, I think C on his IRL stuff is like way better, not way better, but he's definitely better than his fiction stuff. I don't know. Like I just don't think the gap exists for Shinra. And just on top of that, like this dude Shinra has been debating fiction longer than I've even been in the community, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying, bro. Like he's been doing it for
like,
2 years, bro. 2+ years even.
No, because it's like okay, like I don't know. Maybe I haven't seen like enough of the fiction side. Shinra isn't good at fiction as compared to as he is without it. I'm pretty sure. Like if I can like recall like Shinra versus you, right? And like yeah, I agree. Like I think Shinra probably lost with Yugi, right? But I don't think
I wonder
Shinra
why he
would take
disagrees
that
with
against
that.
Yugi as compared to like he would do it just like an average fiction video, or even the best fiction video. Right? You could obviously merge like all the fiction videos. But, like if you don't agree with that, that's something else. That's weird. But like Shinra is better than every single fiction video is with. We know that's a bunch of things. Like Infinity already tried. Like there's a bunch of other people who already tried to beat Yugi and failed.
who Yugi? Wait, what?
Yeah, literally. For example, Gios got his ass like killed against Yugi.
Oh, I wonder
Yeah,
why he
fuck
thinks
that.
that too.
I mean, look, I don't like me personally. Like, I don't know if Yugi's gotten better. Like, and this is my opinion. It's not like some
Yugi
I'm trying to be
got, like,
biased. I know that's your like girlfriend or whatever. Like I watched Yugi. Like I don't think Yugi's massively worse than Shinra or C. Like, I think that she's around the same level. Like I watched
She's
Yugi
not
versus
around the
C.
same level, though.
I mean, maybe she's gotten better, but the two recordings I was sent I don't think Yugi beat C for sure. And then the Shinra one, like, I don't know that one I low key got bored halfway through. But like either
That just
way,
gets weird because the thing with C is that the thing with C, it's just that weird. It's just we're never judging C. Whenever someone's better than C, or like if they're not like blatantly better, you're not gonna tell like they're better than C. Not gonna. Like that's what I get whenever I watch C directs. Like if someone's not blatantly better than C, then you just won't tell. But like let's talk about like C versus like Synth. Like you can tell Synth is better because Synth is like beating the fuck out of C. But like let's say someone like I don't know, maybe like around like C's tier, like maybe like Shinra or like for you, Yuji, right? Like, it's obviously not gonna be clear if someone's beating C.
I mean, maybe I don't know. Like I think C's like pretty solid, but hey, I'm trying to see Yugi and C run it back, bro. For
Why the fuck is
UCC.
C saying that I will flee from?
Yugi will duck, by the way.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Yugi just says that. I think Yugi just doesn't want to debate you because I think she thinks you're insufferable or some shit.
No, that's like the excuse that people use when they want to run away.
bro, C. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like I could see that argument for Shinra, bro. C's not even that annoying about the debate shit, bro.
No, it's because Sakazuki Yugi's friend group is like catching like crazy anti-feats. Like Void lost to Hyde, right? Like that type of anti-feat. So like, that's
I
like,
lost to Hyde, bro.
Void
Hyde
did
is
not
some
lose
ass.
to Hyde,
bro.
Void
Hyde
did not
isn't
lose
that,
to
bro.
Hyde.
but like they're trying to do like damage control and stuff.
Void
Hyde
did not
lost to
lose to
Shinra,
man.
Hyde. Like, what are we talking
Hyde
about?
lost to Shinra. Let's be real here, bro. Anyways.
Bro, Sakazuki, bro. Hyde like lost like really badly, bro.
I have the
Bro,
screenshot.
what is this Shinra downplay? Shinra is not bad, dog.
That's
I
what I'm
don't think
saying.
I think
Free.
Shinra, bro.
That's
I
what
think
I'm fucking
Shinra's a mid
saying.
tier. Like Shinra isn't
I've been
bad.
saying
Like
this shit, bro. Bro, Free. They're just trying to say that fiction Shinra is better than like or like.
yeah, he
there's a
is.
difference
Like he
between
has his better feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
well, yeah,
definitely
thank
isn't. He definitely isn't.
That's
He
what I've been
definitely
saying.
isn't.
That's what I've been
Wait,
saying.
Free,
He
why
debated-
do you
he
wait,
debated- he
Fry,
debated the same guy.
wait, one second. Free, why why do you think that? Like, I mean, like, if it's just like you've seen his performances and you just came to that own conclusion, sure, but like in terms of feats, there's no way you even believe that's true. I don't think you can name any
Because-
good Shinra IRL feats.
Because the Shinra that was debating fiction was getting murked by my friend, and you can ask Shinra himself.
Who was your
In
friend?
2022, 2023, he was getting
I'm
murked
not
by my
talking
friend.
about 2022 Shinra,
He was
bro.
not even.
Wait.
let
I'm
him
talking about
talk.
It was the
2024.
fiction Shinra.
Wait,
I don't know if you're referring to
free.
2024.
No, I'm talking about
He wasn't
2024
fiction then.
Shinra on fiction.
Shinra wasn't 2024 fiction, right? Maybe at the start of 2024.
So
but he
if I start
wasn't.
naming, so okay, Shinra was in Skypiea debating literally every topic there was for all of 2024, dog. Like I promise you, he was. He debated Gesture
Okay,
twice.
if he was,
debated him
then
on
sure.
JJK. He debated on
I
Bokuto.
just know him. I
He
just know him on
debated C.
fiction for
He debated
2022 and
Yanni. He
2023.
debated so many people on fiction. He debated Gizbob on fiction. He debated all these people on fiction.
No, I know he debated all of them
He
on
debated
fiction. I just thought
Bubbles
that was
on
like
fiction, like-
2023 and 2020. I just thought that was 2022, 2023.
No, 2024.
I'm not like
He only
2024.
like switched. He only switched like fully to IRL like July or August of 2024, maybe August.
Yeah, but like from what I've seen, like on fiction, but he would probably get murked by somebody
Fiction
like
Shinra
Yanni
is
and
horrible.
Infinity.
Fiction
Like,
Shinra
who,
is
like,
horrible.
Yanni?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying,
genuinely
bro.
see him on like a
Like,
look
yeah,
at the
you know
topic.
he
I
lost.
have
Wait,
Yanni or
wait.
C
You know what's funny
beating
about that?
shit out of
You know
him.
what's funny? You know what he actually lost to Yanni on?
What?
Abortion.
Hey, bro, by the way, fuck you, C,
Yeah,
bro.
but do you know how many times he beat Shikio and Yanni on abortion? Like he beat,
I've never
he beat
seen.
them
I've
up so
never
many
seen
times, and
Shinra beat.
it's not even funny.
Shikio's horrible. I don't care about Shikio, but like in terms of
That's fair.
Yanni, like I need to see the recordings for that because the one time they did debate in public that I saw, like everyone in VC said Shinra lost horribly. And in terms of fiction,
I'm not saying Yanni
like,
didn't.
I've never seen
I'm
Yanni
not
and
saying
Shinra
Yanni
debate fiction.
beat him. Yes, I'm not saying Yanni never beat him. I myself think Yanni beat him at least once on fiction, on not fiction, sorry, on abortion. But Shinra and when it comes to Yanni, Shikio, and like that Academy X group, Shinra is known that he beat them like on abortion like multiple times. Like it's not even just once in the Academy X.
Okay, wait. Free.
Well,
My point is, wait. My point is that you told me that like this started right. We got into the whole Yanni thing is because you said he was like beating him on fiction. Like, dude, Shinra and Yanni, I don't think they've even debated on fiction. And then outside of that, my whole point is is that if you're gonna tell me the best feats we can name for Shinra on IRL are Shikio and Yanni, like we run into an issue, right?
No,
Where
they're not the
if-
best feats. I'm
okay,
saying no.
who do you think are his best feats on IRL? I'll just ask you that.
Probably Julian. Could say. I think he lost to Brain Mason once. I think he did well on the second one.
Nah, he lost the theology and abortion one. All right,
But
continue.
I think he did pretty good. He also won the poll by like 10 votes. I think he beat Liam, the divinity guy. It was an Apollo server, and who else is like very good? I think he did well against. No, he didn't do very well there. I
Is there a
think he's
rec
like,
for him versus Divinity? Because
Bro,
I'll
where's
watch it.
yeah, I think there is. I think there is. I will send you. He has like a whole playlist of
Yeah,
debates.
if
Let me
he
send you
actually
his debate.
if he actually beat Divinity, then like I guess I'll agree with you because he would be higher than any of the fiction feats that I have Shinra
Yeah,
having.
yeah,
that
I
I've never
got
seen
you.
that
Yeah.
debate. But, like from what I have right now, like all I know is he got absolutely like just raped
Yeah,
by
but
Venus, and then he lost to Brain Mason twice, and then
Yeah.
like he lost to
But that's
Infinity on
fine.
abortion, and
I'm
then
just telling you. Yeah, that is fine. I'm just telling you, like, when you look at Shinra
No,
the
bro,
debated
Ray
fiction and when he debated fiction versus
bro.
Shinra. Wait, hold on. When you look at Shinra the debated
Bro,
fiction,
Pete,
debated
Pete was
IRL.
on camera, bro.
The debates IRL was able to contest people like Divinity, Lucario, Brain Mason, Goons. He's able to contest those people pretty easily. But when you look at Shinra, the debated fiction, he was getting mocked by a Lights group, like a TikTok debater. Like
that's not
that's what I'm
true.
telling you. He got mocked. You can ask the Law guy. Law is like one of like the biggest
Dude, I
guys in
don't
that like
know
group.
who
They were
I
like
don't know
making
who
fun of
Law
him like
is, and I'm not gonna ask for
all
Law's
day.
opinion. My thing is, me personally, like with Shinra, like I've seen him beat just twice on fiction. I've seen him beat opinion Zizo. I know Zizo disagrees. I've seen him like in general just on fiction. Like I haven't seen too many like bad anti feats for him. Like I genuinely think that like at least in 2024, most of the fiction debates I saw Shinra do, he won. Whereas most of the IRL debates I saw him do, he lost. Now once again, if you send me this like Divinity Rec and that changes my mind, then sure, because I've never seen that before. But like in terms of the IRL debates I have seen, like I don't know, like this whole idea you're trying to push it for that being a close debate, like the Brain Mason one, he lost both. One of them he literally just ran away because his e-girl was getting bullied in Skypea, and then like, the other one, like Venus, like he got murdered, he hit the wreck, and then like outside of that, like he lost to Infinity, lost to Yanni.
I don't think he lost in. I don't know if he lost to Infinity. I'll take your word
He
for
did
it, but
an
I don't think he
abortion.
did.
I mean, to be fair to him, that was also like when he was like somewhat, I guess, new to abortion, but I don't know.
Shinra versus Archie. Where is this shit? But I saw literally everything. I saw Shinra versus Steve, Shinra versus Infinity, Shinra versus Archie.
Yeah,
But I cannot find him.
Shinra did beat C in their one debate that Shinra sent me. I forgot what it was about. It was a while ago. But
No, from what I
Some IRL
know, there was like consensus on it. I think, from at least what I saw, he got consensus on Infinity debate. But
what, the abortion
then,
one? I mean, because he just sent it to a bunch of the IRL guys that absolutely hated Infinity's guts at the time. Like I don't.
Yeah, because he's like stupid. That's why everybody hated him.
No.
that's something I could
I think
believe.
there's a distinction. Wait. I think there's a distinction between people think they're stupid and then people just being biased. Like the way that like Skypea was at the time, and a bunch of those people that were existing, it was literally just like 3 different groups that were against each other, and then whenever one person from one of the groups debated the other group, it would just be the entire group would just vouch for one side, and the other group would vouch for the other side.
Let's just talk. No. Oh yeah, that's
Wait,
just
let me send you. Wait,
biased,
let me send you something. Sakazuki, let me send you something real quick. Sakazuki. Here are some debates of Shinra you can also see on IRL, because I cannot find the Divinity one specifically. There's like 170 debates there, but there are some Shinra debates you maybe like. Look at this playlist.
Oh my fucking.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look, but here the only reason that I'm really skeptical on like the whole Divinity thing is because, like, no offense to C, like, I think C's better than Shinra on IRL, and like I watched C versus Divinity, both the ones on Rec, and like it didn't end well for C at all. So it's like I highly doubt Shinra
Divinity is
beat
like
him.
topic dependent, bro. It's like C versus Divinity is so topic dependent. It's crazy, bro. Like Divinity would like beat C on like multiple topics, but like she would beat Divinity on certain topics as well. Like it's so topic
What do you
dependent.
think? What do you
Crazy.
think he would beat Divinity
Bro,
on?
like
Because
she would get
his
killed on
best,
like objectivism by fucking like Liam. Like
Wait,
Liam
hold
would
on.
kill
like
her.
C's best
I have
topic.
C.
Wait, C's
Wait, I
best
have C
topic is
bullying
theology.
Divinity on. Wait, hold on. I have C bullying Divinity on some metaphysics topic. I ain't gonna hold you.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I need to see a rec for it, but like, the point is that, to my knowledge, like, C's best IRL topic is theology, and Divinity beat him on that, and he beat him on.
I mean,
the
that is
whole, like,
fair, but like when you look
but
at Divinity's topics, wait, when you look at, for example, like Divinity's topics are like anything that is like associated with that Ayn Rand philosopher, so like capitalism, egoism, so from objectivism, all of that. Sure, I have Divinity taken like C on because like he beat way
Yeah,
better
literally.
C on those topics.
She would
Like, when
lose
we
in,
look at
like,
like
in those
metaphysics,
topics.
not only wait, hold on, wait, but like for example, Divinity on metaphysics, like the only topic that he I've seen him like do like good or like okay was like the theology one. And while C was like contesting people like Danny on that, he was contesting people way better um than Divinity on the metaphysics topics. Like I definitely see like C beating Divinity on something that is like metaphysics, right? Like
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, for me, I'm just gonna go
feeling
off of
of
what
the
I've seen.
mind, anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really know too much about the IRL topics. Like, I don't really study them. I don't really know. To be honest, I don't really care. Like,
I'm
I'll
a little
watch
like,
debates if they're given to me. And
would you be willing? Would you be willing to debate? Ask yourself, right? Like actually ask yourself serious for $250 on Cash App. Would you be willing to do that?
Like, if I lose, I have to pay him. I can't because I'm broke.
No. I'm saying you get paid $250 just to show up and debate him.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
yeah, no
what?
problem.
Why would
anyone
we do
would
that?
take that.
Like, what?
Bro, I would do it for
Dude,
$10.
Why
What the
not? Sakazuki, like, why not though? Like, why not?
Okay. Yo, Penny, wait, Penny? Because you're like, aren't you in the same boat with Yugi where you think like C's like a mid tier? Why don't you just challenge C for a seat? You want to see it, right?
Well, because I don't. Well, first of all, C doesn't do the topics that I do, and I don't think that.
I think C would
I'm not
be
even
willing
sure
to
if
do your topics.
Nah.
Wait, he does. Wait, see, don't you like hate utilitarianism? Wait, hold on. See, don't you hate utilitarianism?
Yeah, I'm not utilitarian.
I'm a neo-utilitarian.
Well, y'all can debate that. Like, I know C like has too many problems with utilitarianism, and you're like
what?
one of the
That's
biggest utilitarianism advocates because of Yugi. So
they'd be like,
you
well,
try to do that.
like what's the problem with utilitarianism? It's like, well, it's unintuitive that leads to insane positions that are like really trivial under utilitarianism.
Penny, all I'm saying is, like, you want a seat. C's like seat 5 or some shit. Just take that shit.
I'll think about it.
Last Archie, bro.
It depends though, because I'm not even sure if I'd beat C on theology because theology is my best topic.
Just don't do him on his
Even
best
beat
topic.
Archie, bro.
I'm sure C's willing to run you on whatever topic that you propose.
No, I tried talking to C on one of my main topics, and C just said no because it's a semantic dispute. So
Okay, what's your main topic? What's your main topic, buddy?
The trans stuff.
C, would you do that trans shit, bro? Or no?
I don't even understand how you can dispute the trans stuff, right? Because like when trans women or men are gonna say that they're women or men, they're just not using the word women or man in the same way that like a 55-year-old Republican male in the US is gonna use that
Exactly.
word.
That's exactly, literally. That's like the most
Like,
simple.
are you arguing that like we ought to use the word women or man in the way that you use it?
Yeah, that's literally what we're saying. It's just like we're saying that we should use it. We're saying we should use a term that includes like both. Like, well, we're not saying like this should be the normal usage of the term. We're just saying that we should use this term because, you know, it stops a lot of shit from happening, right? Like it stops like trans women and men killing themselves for it. And the statistics go down. You know, there's a bunch of shit that like it stops, but we're not saying that there should be the definition as in like there should be no other definition. We're just saying that we should also use this definition.
Hey, fuck all that. What's your second best topic, Penny?
My second best topic, like veganism, probably.
All right, see, you do veganism, bro.
I'm not
Yeah,
debating beyond
veganism.
veganism, bro.
What?
I said I
Not
do
debating
veganism.
this nigga on veganism, bro.
Why?
Because one, I'm not even that well read into NTT. First of all, and two, I don't care about debating shit if it's gonna like reduce down into like Aristotelian and shit.
All right, okay. What's your third best topic?
Meta ethics.
All right, see, we
But
Yeah,
debate
Penny,
on
just
meta.
debate him on like stance.
I don't
Just
have
debate
a
him on
stance
stance
on meta
independent
ethics.
reasons.
Oh wait. Okay, wait. What did you say? Oh,
But I don't have.
See,
to your attitudes at that time, especially because if it's something that's gonna track on all of your attitudes across all of time, then we're gonna have like over-determination issues, like maybe even contradictions. So
Not sure what the contradiction is. If you can just bracket off, you can bracket off by saying, look, in time one, I had reasons. Say, in time one, I had the pro attitude to not get tortured. today, and I have a reason in time one to not get tortured. At the same time too, I had, you know, a negative attitude about torture, that I want to get tortured.
Yeah.
Well, I have, you know, at least a reason to get
Yeah.
tortured in time two. So what would be the contradiction of that?
Yeah, so like the contradiction is simple. So let's just use like the torture for example. So let's say that next Friday I sign up for like some sort of torture course. I really want to get tortured. And then next Saturday, which is like the day after the torture course, because of like the pain I experienced, I don't want to get tortured. Like I kind of regret the decision. Basically, it doesn't matter if the reasons or the states or whatever are indexed at different points in time, right? Because either way, at the first point, so when you're making the decision of whether you go to the torture course or not, you're going to have reasons that constitute you going and constitute you not going, right? Regardless. And so it would just be the case that the agent has
What's
reasons
the
to
issue
go.
with that? There could be.
Wait, hold on, give me a
so
sec.
I want to be clear. You don't think that in principle, there could be compelling, reasons.
Wait, sorry, say
For
that again.
example, so to be clear, I don't know why that's a contradiction, right? So the example I want to give clear is that say that I'm undecisive, right, and I have maybe per tanto reasons in favor of choosing, you know, apples. So here I'll paint you the scenario, right? So say that I'm, you know, in a store, a food store, and I see that there's an aisle of sweets and an aisle of fruits, and you know, I decide and I weigh and I think, well, look, I really like apples, but I also really like, you know, chocolate, right? Now, note that, you know, I can have conflicting desires there. So, say that I really desire, you know, being healthy, but I also desire chocolate. So that reason could be in favor of me choosing to eat chocolate or not choosing to eat chocolate. And I could have those two reasons in favor or against it. I'm not sure what the contradiction is at. And if there's no contradiction regarding that example, then the example for the Future Tuesday case, I wouldn't see there to be, you know, a contradiction in that, given on being consistent about, you know, the whole.
That's like, would you say that the agent both wants to and does not want to eat chocolate?
Yep. Let's grant that they have the want of wanting or not wanting chocolate.
In the same sense or in a different sense?
So say let's grant that it's in the exact time, right? They deliberate about the option.
Yeah, but is it in the same sense
before
or a
their
different
eyes.
sense?
What different sense?
It's like when you say
counting
I
in
want
favor?
chocolate, when you say I want chocolate and then you say I don't want chocolate, is that supposed to be like a P, and is the I don't want chocolate and not P? Are they the same proposition, just one's the negation of the other?
Well, presumably it's a conjunction. Yeah, it's a conjunction between either I have a reason to do. So say I don't know, human account the reason. So you know, I mean have a reason. So reason, I have a reason to consume chocolate, or I have a reason not to consume chocolate. And given it's true that I have a reason to, and I have a reason not to consume chocolate, what's the contradiction in that?
Like if you say it's in the same sense, and it's like obviously contradictory. But maybe you want to say something like, I don't want to consume chocolate insofar as I want to be healthy, and I want to consume chocolate insofar as like I want to have something tasty. Like in that case, it's a different sense. Like there isn't a contradiction.
I don't know what so you said, so let me like try to think about it. So you set an example for the chocolate case. I want to consume chocolate, and I don't want to consume chocolate. Why would that be a contradiction?
It just takes the standard form of a P and not P, prima facie.
Sorry, and am I denying? So maybe let's just get clear a little bit more. When we talk
Wait,
about,
sorry, hold on, my background.
That's fair.
What were you saying? Sorry, my background.
Sure. So I said, why would it? So to be clear, if say that I don't know, we made the proposition like, okay, I have a reason to consume chocolate. It's the first premise, and the second premise would be like, I have a reason not to consume chocolate. Why would that be? I guess regarding the content of it, like, why is that a contradiction? It seems like it's true in the case that I had a reason consuming chocolate. I also have a reason not to consume chocolate. Yeah, it's unclear.
Yes, like if when you
presumably we think
say
that you can have desires where you can have wants in favor or against it.
so, like if when you
And
say
don't
I
think
want to
it's
consume,
plausible people be contradictory.
yes, like if when you say I want to eat chocolate, what you mean by that is like I want to eat chocolate, in the sense that I want to have something tasty, right? That's not going to be directly contradictory to you not wanting to eat chocolate in the sense that you want to be healthy. But like if you say I want to eat chocolate in the sense that I want to have something tasty, and I don't want to eat chocolate in the sense that I don't want to have something tasty, then it just seems like it's obviously going to be contradictory unless you introduce some like form of like qualitative self-differing, right? Where you say like the same entity, it's like the same numerically identical entity, can qualitatively differ from itself such that it has like two different states that aren't contradictory, like someone like Donald Baxter would say. Like I don't know if that's what you're trying to say. If that's what you're trying to say, then like there's like obviously no contradiction there because it's in a different sense. In the sense that the qualities are indexed to aspects of an individual rather than the individual themselves.
Yeah, you're right, Ian. Yeah, I'm just talking about wait. So, do you understand what I'm saying when I say that there's conflicting desires?
Yeah, I can want something and not want something in two different senses. Yeah.
And in the sense, so okay. Now, with respect towards the example about you having reasons in favor or against something, and say that we think reasons are reducible to desires for whatever French reason, and you know, in a scenario where I have reasons to consume chocolate, but also have reasons to consume apples, and maybe just becomes in a sense of like, look, you know, what should I do? Well, I've countervailing reasons in favor or against, different options I have that I can do in this scenario. I'm not sure why that'd be a contradiction. Now, if there isn't a contradiction in that, then I'm not sure why in the Future Tuesday case there would be a contradiction.
No, I never said that there would be a contradiction in the Future Tuesday case. I said that there would be a contradiction if it's the case that you consider the future desires or the future states to be internal to the agent.
Yeah, I mean, then it would just okay. Maybe I don't know if I already asked you, right? But what is meant when you say something is internal or external in this context?
If something's internal to an agent, obviously, like the agent there is going to be like the word the agent is going to be not the word the agent. The word the is indexical, so the referent there is going to be the agent at a specific time. So a desire is going to be internal to the agent, just in case it is possessed by the agent at that time. If you say that the desires in the Future Tuesday indifference are internal to the agent, right? Let me just say my view first. My view is that there are two agents there, right? Numerically, there are two. There's the agent at one point and the agent at another point, right? And so there isn't a contradiction because the desires that we're speaking of are indexed to two different agents numerically. Like they might be the same agent in like some like relative identity sense, but in terms of numerically, there are two agents there at two different time spaces. But under your view, it seems if there's like one agent at two different times, right? And I'm saying if you have this view where there's one agent at two different times, then this one agent possesses conflicting qualities, and I just don't see how you can not say that's a contradiction.
Yeah, I mean, I just take it that I mean, for one, why would I think that? Well, say whatever we take some, I don't know, animalist view. Presumably, me today versus me tomorrow still is numerically the same person, right?
Let me explain to this guy. Yeah, what were you saying?
So let's assume animalism is true, right? And today versus tomorrow, I'm still the same person. Now, to say that, bro, you can say that. Look, we can qualify it by saying that, like, at time one, I had reasons for preparing. Sorry, I have reasons for not preparing for my torture tomorrow, and I have reasons to bring about torture tomorrow. Now, I'm not sure what the contradiction is at. If we were to bracket in that sense,
there is no contradiction of saying I have reasons to and reasons not to do something. That's not where the contradiction is being derived.
So
the contradiction would be like, I want to be tortured because I like pain, and I don't want to be tortured because I don't like pain, or something. Right? That's the contradiction. Because how can you like pain and not like pain? How can you want to be tortured and not want to be tortured?
Yeah, it just seems like. I guess I'm trying to think. They're numerically the same person, but qualitatively they're distinct in their attitudes. So, I'm trying to think. If I were to say, for whatever, I pro attitude wanting torture today and tomorrow, I like that sort of attitude, such that, still the same person. It's just that it's made true at time 2 that I want torture. But it's not made true in time 1 that I want torture.
If you say, okay, like that, there are 3 options.
So we can take a look at a appraisal form of relativism where you say, look, the statement I want torture is made true by today, right? Me. And say that I don't want torture is made false and today me. Wait, sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to think about this scenario, sorry. You fucked me up, sorry. I was thinking about some other scenario about salmon hide, whatever. But yeah, you get the idea that I want. I mean, that I'm doing, right? That, like, those truths are indexical to certain times, and obviously you can have at time 1, like, be in agreement that you don't want torture, and disagree that you want torture. And yeah, maybe time 2, you could agree that you could disagree that you don't want torture, and agree with you want torture. That wouldn't be a contradiction.
Yeah, but would you not say that at time A, the first time, the desires of, or the future desires of the agent are going to be external to the current desires of the agent, right? At least in the sense that they are not possessed by the agent at that time.
I mean, if that's what you mean, that they don't possess that at that time, then that's true.
Okay, yeah, so that's all what I mean, at least, when I say that you can have reasons external to an agent, because usually people, like reasons internalists, they would say, well, like a reason is some sort of like motivation for an agent to act. But like it seems possible that, an agent can lack, or rather they'll say something like a reason, some sort of like motivation to act, and they don't know what it would mean for an agent to like not be aware of reasons or not have like a reason in their mind and yet still have one. But like in the example I've just given, an agent can have a reason despite having no desires or mental states that correspond to that reason at that time.
Here's the example. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was most likely just quibble on like external talk, but you'd agree that in the literature, when people say that we have external reasons, they are talking about categoricity, right?
Well, it depends on what you mean by categoricity.
Meaning that reasons aren't dependent on your attitudes or any sort of, so your current attitudes, your idealized attitudes, or anyone's attitudes, right? or group of attitudes. Just the truth maker is not dependent on attitudes, basically. But yeah, that gives you at least some consideration in favor of acting.
Yes, like I think this is like what they talk about in the more realist literature. Like if you're a more realist, then you're gonna hold that your reasons are categorical, non-prudential, and not based on like desires. Like we would say that reasons apply to all things. Reasons are not based on your self-interest or your desires, whatever. But when we talk about reasons externalism, you can still have reasons that are nonetheless based on your desires, as long as they're not your desires at that point. It's like people would say that in the Future Tuesday indifference, like the individual in the Future Tuesday indifference, the whole point of the indifference is to show that the individual still has a reason, right, to avoid suffering on a Future Tuesday, even if they have no state at the time that gives them this reason, right? Like the Future Tuesday difference is like famously used in support of reasons externalism. So when we talk about reasons externalism, we don't have to say that reasons are like non-prudential. Well, reasons can definitely be external and prudential. If we talk about like moral reasons being external, then like I would agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to know. So you're saying that in the literature, external reasons are an account that you're saying that are not about categoricity.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get the definition from the SCP. It's been a while since I've gone on this website. Wait. It says, hold on. A reasons externalist is someone who rejects reasons internalism, maintaining that at least some reasons for action are not connected to motivation in the way reasons internalism claims. Hold on, that's not very clear. Wait. There should be like an example that they give.
I mean, I'm just looking at reasons for action, internal and external. So, say there's a here. So here's a way we can sort of understand the view, right? So the schematic internalism is that every reason for action must bear relation R to motivational M, fact M. And say that, you know, externalism is the opposite of internalism. We can probably understand what the schema of externalism about reasons would be. That for every reason, it must bear relation R to independent. Must not bear a relation R to some motivational factor. Yet it's still clear that your attitudes are still like a motivational fact about maybe one future or present.
Wait, hold on. I found an excerpt from the SCP that I was looking for. Hold on. So it says here, I'm gonna copy paste it if I can. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, I could just
I'm gonna send in the search chat. So it says, if I'm going to Israel in 6 months' time and will regret not learning any Hebrew once I get there, then I have a reason to study Hebrew now, even if I don't care now about my future regrets or about whether I will know Hebrew while I'm in Israel. Yet internalist thesis place constraints on what I now have a reason to do, on the basis of what my actual psychology is like now, on the basis of what counterfactuals are true of me now. So they appear to have
about practical reasons. Confused.
What'd you say?
I'm saying I'm confused. It's about practical reasons, not about it being a distinction between external or internal reasons. So it could be the case that that's how Nagel thinks about practical reasons, and that wouldn't give me clarity about whether or not that's the thing that it's utilized standardly. That's what it means for something to be an external reason.
Did you not see the bit where it said, yet internalist theses place constraints on what I now have a reason to do?
But that kicks the can down the road. Presumably, like it gets like it's purposely vague to like not commit to the view, like human accounts of reasons, right? So it could be the case that like you have to be aware of the reasons you have, right? But the reasons there could be the type of reasons that aren't dependent on your motivations, like your attitude. So I don't know, like that's why I gave you the example about the schematic of internalism. There where it obviously relates to some motivational fact, but whatever, right? Doesn't have to specify future or present, but just that it bears relation to a motivational fact. And then we can say, look, understanding externalism would probably say the opposite.
I don't.
But
I
yeah,
don't.
like I'm trying to find any schema currently on the Plato's Encyclopedia where it mentions anything about external reasons, and it gives a schema for it.
I actually don't understand what you're like disagreeing with. I think what was said there, like what the paragraph I just said, the whole context is that they were talking about categorical reasons, right? So they're like reasons that apply to anyone regardless of what you're like, because the internalist is going to say that the reasons you have are based on what you are like, right? But then it seems intuitively that there are reasons to do or not to do that are not based on what you're like as a person, right? And then it says, even if you're skeptical about this, the same sort of issue rises for reasons about like prudence, right? So those are obviously connected to what you're like because of self-interest. So you can have reasons that are prudential and nonetheless external, and that's like what the paragraph is meant to show. Like we can understand what's meant by external there based on how it says that internalists want to say that you have reasons based on what you are like now, not what you're like in the future. But like if you think you can find like a clearer definition of external, then like by all means go ahead.
Like reading through it, it's like, for example, reasons internalism is sometimes used as a name for the view that if something is morally wrong, that there must be a reason to not to do it. And I mean, it's unclear like what you're trying to even say now, because like, I mean, the thing that sucks about this is that they try to give variations of internalism, presumably externalism, but it doesn't. I mean, it's muddy with like internals about judgments and externals about judgments that clutters everything. But I mean, right now I'll try to see what you're trying to mean. So, is the thing that you're saying, if I'm getting correctly, is that for a reason to be external, or for an account of external reasons, is that it's not contingent on your motivations, or what is it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the SCP makes it pretty clear that reasons internalists are saying that agents have reasons based on what they're like at that time. So like imagine like I don't know, imagine like I go on a game show, and the game show is like I don't know, like one of those weird American shows where it's like they do like a pregnancy test or like, DNA test or whatever. Like before I know the results of the DNA test, you could argue that like I have a reason to take care of the child. And then after the DNA test is revealed, I have a reason not to take care of the child. But they would say that if you don't know that the child is not yours, then you wouldn't have that reason to not take care of the child. Even if in the future it's the case that you have that reason, you wouldn't have the reason now or something. That's what like an internalist is gonna say. So like it's just based on what you are like now. I think that's what's made clear by the SCP. But yeah, probably gonna go. It was a good conversation though, Moxie. I enjoyed speaking to you, man. You have a good day.
that Mars?
No, it's track the argument.
Track the argument. No.
They call me la track the argument.
Wait, oh my god, but do you know, what is his name? What is that retarded person that's into, like, the weird shit,
Detroit.
Let me see, Sun versus, oh, he sounds very much like a fucking retard. If I recall, it's Zippy. No, Zippy. Let me try to find it. Okay, do you know? So in the space where Destiny's at or is from, are you aware of a person who debates, who's a foreigner, and he has like a weird like Canadian or like French accent, and it was had like an allegation about him fucking someone that's really disabled.
Nope.
And he's part of the community where the Foundry, or I guess Politically Provoked, was a thing.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Shit. Let's see. Politically Provoked. Trying to find the video. Probably won't be able to find it, but it's best. I'll eventually find it on my own. It pisses me off because I just know him. I know how he sounds. He sounds so retarded. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Where are all the retarded like right wingers at? I miss don't
Right wing is so much better than left wing, bro.
No, I just remember like a time
Yeah,
where
bruh.
like channels like Politically Provoked or the Foundry had a bunch of retards that, you know, hoard together into the community where they very much very much like talk and debate with liberals and stuff. And now it's like I don't see this anymore. I'm sad. Oh, these accounts are done. Yeah, I actually might dedicate my time to finding videos or VODs. Or is there anyone who knows that we're Republicans or conservatives are like hanging out on?
There's like go to any fucking like forum with like conservative or Republican in the name, because they really don't come out of that like those little like fucking hideouts often. It's like they're just so unpopular.
I need to have a recorded debate with Venus over a topic of my choosing and then floor him over something. I've got to increase my debate street cred. I got to debate Moxie. I got to debate Detroiter. I got to debate Ask Yourself and Avi. I need to debate the entire world for 72 hours.
I can record it for you.
Do you think you'll be successful at tracking the arguments?
they will not be successful at tracking the arguments. This is because I have my tracksuit on and they don't. I have my tracking goggles on and they don't. I have my thinking cap on and they don't.
Bold.
The only thing they have on, they're completely naked, minus the shoes, and that's so they can run away from the debate.
Are you ready from a
You ever
safe line?
you ever notice that, like when you're wearing shoes, but you're naked, it feels like even more naked than naked?
Yeah.
Wait, are you mentioning the safe line?
What line?
Never mind. I thought you were.
Nah, it's off the cuff, baby.
Let's see. Oh, this guy's just really retarded, dude. Oh my god, I'm so pissed.
Which one?
Someone that I thought were kind of base, but has this retarded argument. They put it in the side chat. Look, premise 1, the axiom, I think. All thoughts come from somewhere. Premise 2, conclusion, I exist. Premise 1, I exist. When I sense this in my environment, I react. Conclusion, I sense. Premise 1, I sense. Having multiple senses make up an experience. I have an experience. Premise 1, having stimulus make my body react in ways. These ways cause a certain reaction. Some of the reactions are perceived to me as negative. Some of the reactions are perceived to me as positive. I have positive senses and negative senses. I have an experience. Multiple experiences make up a sense. I can sense negative senses. I can sense positive sense. Negative senses can worsen my experience. Positive can improve my experience. I exist. I have an experience. Negative sensations can worsen my experience. And positive sensations can improve my experience. I want to maximize. I don't know where the fuck that conclusion came from, but I want to maximize positive sensations in my experience. Dude.
Wow, it's just literally like a list of random propositions.
It's a list of propositions, and it's from this guy.
Look, the thing is, like, with most of these, like, politics memes, like, they'll, like, try
Oh
to...
my god, he made his own website. I'm gonna copy the fuck out of his website now. Holy shit, never mind. I like this guy.
They'll try to read into philosophy. It's, like, bolster their argumentation, but they end up just, like, completely misunderstanding, like, the entire point of basic philosophical points. It's like, they will get their philosophical education from sites like fucking Wikipedia and shit. They'll read, like, 3 articles on it. They'll just, like, conjure up the most retarded things known to man.
I want to see if he's still active. Apparently he has a Twitch, or sorry, Twitter, or no, sorry, what do you call it? TikTok. Let me search up TikTok. Is he gone from TikTok? What happened?
His name is Lorenzo, by the way.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, where is he on TikTok and his name? This is his like channel I found really great. I'm gonna try and find more people from my from Politically Provoked. Dude, there's a lot of people. There were a lot of people who were retarded back then. Jesus.
How lucky! All Might and Izuku Midoriya, huh?
Only 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's about how long I can use my power now. I overdid it too many times. That Nomu was a real tough customer. He took a lot out of me. At this point, I can barely even look like All Might for an hour and a half.
I'm so sorry. I should have just...
You don't need to apologize for anything. Man, we are alike, you and me. Have some tea.
Thanks.
I brought you here to talk about the festival. The problem is you still can't fully control One for All yet. So then, what's your plan?
Wait, I did once. When I landed a smash on that brain villain, there was no backlash at all.
Oh, that's right, you did mention that. What was different about that smash?
Let's see. We were facing real villains and I didn't have much time to think. But maybe that's part of it since I knew this wasn't just more training.
I'm sure you're aware that I have a powerful quirk. It's called Black Hole. I can use it to suck up anything and turn it into dust. But my quirk could also very easily be used to kill.
This was the very first time ever that I used my power against a person.
Sounds like you succeeded in subconsciously putting on the brakes so you wouldn't have to kill anyone. Hey, that's some kind of progress at least. Tea's getting cold.
Oh, right, thank you.
To be frank, I don't have much time left as the world's symbol of peace. Soon I'll have to put that title to bed.
No way.
Some villains out there are starting to notice that. Someone has to step up and keep the people safe. I gave you my power for one reason, because you will be the hero who takes my place.
I want to be the greatest hero in the world. I want to save people just like you do. When they see my fearless smile, they'll feel safe.
Do you still feel the same way you did when we met? Do you still want to be a hero?
Yes.
Excellent. The time has come for you to prove it. This sports festival. It's something that the pros know. The entire country will be watching very closely. I want you to think of this sports festival as your debut. You are the fledgling symbol of peace. The next All Might. Izuku Midoriya. I want you to introduce yourself to the world and proudly say, I am here.
The UA Sports Festival is about to start. It's true that joining a famous hero agency can garner you greater experience and popularity. One chance a year, 3 chances in a lifetime. No aspiring hero can afford to miss this festival. That means you better not slack off on your training.
Yes, sir.
this sports festival. It's something that the pros, no, the entire country will be watching very closely. Think of the sports festival as your debut. You are the fledgling symbol of peace, the next All Might, Izuku Midoriya. You must introduce yourself to the world and proudly say, I am here.
But All Might, that's your catchphrase. Besides, what can I do?
You know how the sports festival is set up, right?
Oh yeah, of course. Students are separate. In the top 8, right? I feel like I'm barely awake.
Good morning, Midoriya.
Whoa, Ida! You really went all out with the rain gear.
Why on earth are you walking so slowly? We'll be late.
Late, but there's still 5 minutes until the first bell.
UA students should always arrive 10 minutes early, don't you think?
So, Ida,
If it's about my brother, don't be concerned. I'm sorry if I made you worry. Everything will be fine.
It's so weird that people recognize us from TV. Everyone wanted to talk to me on my way here.
Yeah, me too.
People on the street were staring at me. It was kind of embarrassing.
Sure, but isn't that pretty normal for you? You won't believe what a bunch of elementary school brats yelled at me.
Nice try.
All it took was one sports festival and suddenly we're like celebrities.
This school really is amazing.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Aizawa.
Ribbit? Mr. Aizawa, you don't have bandages anymore. That's good news.
The old lady went a little overboard in her treatment. Anyway, we have a big class today on Hero Informatics.
Oh no!
Informatics? Please don't tell me it's a pop quiz.
Crap, I bet it's about hero laws. I'm so bad at stuff like that.
You need code names. Time to pick your hero identities.
This is gonna be totally awesome!
This is related to the Pro Hero draft picks that I mentioned the last time we were in class together. Normally, students don't have to worry about the draft yet. Not until their second or third year, actually, but your class is different. In fact, by extending offers to first years like you, pros are essentially investing in your potential. Any offers can be rescinded if their interest in you dies down before graduation.
Stupid, selfish adult. So what you're saying is we'll still have to prove ourselves after we've gotten recruited.
Correct. Now, here are the totals for those of you who got offers. In past years, it's been more spread out, but there's a pretty big gap this time.
That's no fair. What about the real star?
Todoroki got the most ahead of Bakugo?
Yeah, it's the opposite of how they placed in the festival. They probably weren't excited about working with the guy who had to be chained up at the end.
If I scared a pro, they're just weak!
That's amazing. You must be proud.
These offers are probably because of my father.
People want us!
Midoriya, you got none. I bet everyone was really grothed out by the crazy way you were fighting.
Despite these results, you'll all be interning with pros. Got it? Even those of you who didn't get any offers.
Oh, so we're all interning?
Yes. You already got to experience combat with real villains during the attack on the USJ facility. But it'll still be helpful to see pros at work. Up close and personal, in the field, firsthand.
And for that, we need hero names!
Things are suddenly getting a lot more fun!
These hero names will likely be temporary, but take them seriously or...
You'll have hell to pay later!
What you pick today could be your code name for life. You better be careful, or you'll be stuck with something utterly indecent.
It's Midnight! Yeah, she's got a good point. Midnight is going to have final approval over your names. It's not my forte.
Huh? So you haven't decided on a code name yet?
It doesn't matter what I choose. I don't want to be in the spotlight anyway.
Bro! I got it! How about Eraserhead?
Sure, whatever. The name you give yourself is important. It helps reinforce your image and shows what kind of hero you want to be in the future. A code name tells people exactly what you represent. Take All Might, for example.
All Might. My hero name. I need something that embodies the kind of hero I want to be one day.
Now, students, who among you is ready to share?
We're presenting these? Oh, great. Who's got the balls to go first?
Hold your breath. The shining hero. My name is I Cannot Stop Twinkling. Mon ami, you can't deny my sparkle.
Come on!
It'll be better this way. Take out the I and shorten the cannot to can't.
It's stunning, mademoiselle.
She likes it?
Also, you're not really French, are you? That's just an act.
Okie dokie, let me go next. My code name, Alien Queen.
Hold on. Like that horrible monster with the acidic blood? I don't think so.
Dang it.
That one wasn't okay. Since the first two were so weird, I feel like I have to come up with something really clever now.
Ribbit, I think I've got one, okay, if I go next?
Come on up.
I've had this name in mind since grade school. Rainy season hero, Froppy.
That's delightful. It makes you sound approachable. What a great example of a name everyone will love.
Froppy! 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 Thanks, Froppy. Finally, a normal one.
I've got mine too. The sturdy hero. My name is Red Riot.
Red Riot. Interesting. You're paying homage to the chivalrous hero Crimson Riot, yes?
That's right. He may be kind of old school, but someday I want to be just like he was. Crimson is my idol.
If you're bearing the name of someone you admire, you have that much more to live up to.
I accept the challenge.
Wow, that's so cool. Before I met All Might, I had a couple of names picked out.
You want me to help you pick out your hero name?
Yeah, I can't decide which one I like most.
Let's see here. There's Mighty All Man and Mighty Boy. Oh, All Might Jr.
That's me.
Mighty Man or Captain All Might. Ooh, I like Super All Might.
Super!
I loved coming up with all those names. I never failed to put a smile on my face back in those days. But now that I've been given his power and I'm training under him, I see just how far I still have to go. There's no way I can choose a name that riffs off of his yet.
Man, I still haven't been able to think of anything that's cool enough.
Hey, I've got one. How does jamming you sound to you?
Oh, it's like Hemingway, who wrote A Farewell to Arms, right? Real clever. I like it.
No, it's because even though you're powerful, you always jam your brain.
Oh, come on, Jiro, quit messing with me!
The Hearing Hero. I'm Earphone Jack. Now that's a good one.
The tentacle hero, Tentacle.
Oh, I like what you're doing with that. A nice portmanteau.
The taping hero, Cellophane.
That's on the nose. Good work.
Martial arts hero, Tailman.
No surprise with that one, I guess.
I'm the sweets hero, Sugar Man.
Perfect. Pinky! Make those looks work for you, girl.
Stun gun hero. I am Charge Bolt. Electric, don't you think?
Makes me all tingly.
The stealth hero, Invisible Girl.
That really suits you. Now come on, who's gonna step up next?
I hope that I can live up to this name. The Everything Hero. I'm creative.
Creative.
Shoto.
Just your name? Is that it?
Jet Black Hero, Tsukuyomi.
Oh, god of the night.
I'm the fresh baked hero, Grape Juice.
Very kitschy. Yup, all about it.
King Explosion Murder.
I'm gonna say that one's a little too violent.
Oh, what do you mean? Why don't you be Explosion Boy? You shut up, weird hair! Why don't we go
Okay, my turn.
why murder should be in my name?
This is the name I thought of. Ooravity.
I just love that. To be honest, choosing names is going faster than I thought it would. All we have left is young Bakugo, who needs to rethink his, and Ida. Oh yes, and Midoriya too.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to say anything yesterday. But I can't feel my legs. They're useless.
What? No way!
Yeah, I think the hero Ingenium is finished. At least for me.
No. You still have so many people to help and inspire, brother. This can't be true.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid it is. That's why I want you to take the name. Will you do that? For me, Tinya?
No. I'm still...
You're using your real name too? Well, Midoriya, are you ready?
Oh, yes. This is it. It has to be.
Really, Midoriya? You sure about that? Yeah, man. Remember, that could be your name forever.
Right. I used to hate it, but then something changed. I guess someone taught me that it could have a different meaning, and that had a huge impact on how I felt. So now I really like it. You can call me Deku, but I'm not helpless anymore. From now on, Deku is the name of a hero! Deku. That has to be my code name.
Huh. Offers for the first years are still coming in. Looky here. Who's that one for? It's for Midoriya. Really? Who's after him? What? Are you kidding me?
Lord Explosion Murder!
That's basically the same thing.
Now that everyone's decided on their hero names, we can go back to talking about your upcoming internships. They'll last for 1 week. As for who you'll be working with, those of you who are on the board will choose from among your offers. Everyone else will have a different list. You have a lot to think about. There are around 40 agencies across the country who've agreed to take on interns from your class. Each agency has a different specialty that its heroes focus on. Keep that in mind.
Imagine that you were 13. You'd want to choose a place that focuses on rescuing people, not fighting villains. Understand?
Think carefully before you decide.
Yes, sir! I want to fight crime and bad guys in a big city.
I just hope I can intern someplace where there's not a flooding. Or maybe a lake.
Turn in your choices before the weekend.
We've only got 2 days?
Yeah, so you should start now. You're dismissed.
So guys, have you decided what pro agency you want to go for?
Not ladies, my top choice. Banana, are you thinking something perverted? Possibly.
You made it pretty far in the tournament. It's weird you didn't get any offers.
I know. Hey Deku, who's on your list?
There are only 40 heroes who will take us, so after looking at their specialties and splitting them into groups, I can start narrowing.
There he goes again.
Huh? Oh, sorry, what'd you guys say?
You're really thinking hard about this, aren't you? It'll all work out. I've settled on my pick. Already?
What agency?
The one that the battle hero Gunhead runs.
Gunhead's a big brawler, though. Are you sure that's where you want to intern, Uraraka?
Yep, he sent me an offer.
Oh, really? But I thought you were trying to be a hero kind of like 13, more into rescuing than fighting.
Ultimately, that's the plan. But I've been thinking ever since the festival. Well, at least since I faced off against Bakugo. The stronger I am, the more possibilities I'll have.
Plus, learning from a battle hero will give me a different perspective, right?
Yeah, totally.
More importantly, there's something I've been meaning to ask you all day. Why are you trembling?
Oh, this? It's exercise.
Exercise? Were you doing that during the whole class? There's no way.
That's such an old-fashioned way to train.
A smart one, though. The isometric muscle contraction that's needed to hold your body above your seat makes it an easy way to work out without moving.
Idiots. I have to keep on improving. It's the only way I'll have any hope of finally controlling One for All.
'Tis skill, not strength, that governs a ship.
Hey, Deku! Wanna walk together? Ida, come with us!
I bet he already decided where he wants to do his internship. My guess is he's off turning his forms in right now.
I am here in a bizarre position!
Yeah, what's that about? Why are you in such a hurry?
Hi, come with me a sec.
Sure, okay.
I'll get straight to the point. You've received an offer from a hero who'd like to take you on.
Wait, seriously? Who?
Yes, the hero's name is Gran Torino. He taught at this school back in my day, but only for 1 year. In fact, the man was my homeroom teacher. He knows about One for All as well. Actually, I suspect that's the reason he asked for you.
This guy sounds totally awesome! Wait, so he knows how your quirk works too? But how?
Gran Torino was the sworn friend of my predecessor. He retired a long time ago, so I forget to count him among the people who know. Is this because I wrote about you in the letter I sent him? Or did he watch the festival and think that my teaching was inadequate? Did he went so far as to use his old hero name when making the offer? Scary, too scary! Damn it, Link, stop shaking!
Oh, Mighty's seriously freaking out right now!
Oh, anyway, it is my duty to train you. But since you got an offer, you should work with him this week if that's what your heart says. Anyway, here's the address.
Just how scary is this guy?
Internships, huh?
Yeah, a few students already chose theirs.
It's an important time for them. Make sure they do it right. Plenty of third years around here still regret their picks.
Of course. Ida only listed one place. That's strange. They must have gotten better offers than this one. A hero agency in Hosu. Don't tell me.
What? You cut an offer? Go Deku! That's awesome!
Thanks.
Oh man, did Ida go home without us?
After the sports festival, Ida's big brother was all over the news. It turns out he'd been attacked in Hosu City, Tokyo. The person responsible had apparently already killed 17 heroes in the past, and hurt 23 so badly that they were beyond recovery. He's a scourge on the pro community, the elusive hero killer. His villain name? Stain.
If it's about my brother, don't be concerned. I'm sorry if I made you worry. Everything will be fine.
Ida didn't say anything else about what was going on with Ingenium. Later, I was surprised to hear that he'd taken an internship.
Whoopsie. I was carrying a nice big plate of sausages covered in ketchup when I accidentally tripped and fell down. Clumsy me.
Okay, that's a little weird.
Now, who did you say you were?
I'm Izuku Midoriya, from UA High School.
You're who now?
I'm Izuku Midoriya.
So what's your name, boy?
Oh, great. He was All Might's teacher, so I knew he had to be pretty old. But I didn't expect him to be bonkers.
I could really use some food.
Some food?
Toshinori?
Midoriya! Excuse me. I just need to make a phone call. I should probably let All Might know the state this guy's in. He's not fit to mentor. Ah! Hey, wait, that's my stuff!
Why don't you fire off a one-for-all smash at me? I want to know how far you've come in terms of handling its power.
Is this even the same guy as before?
This is a pretty good costume. Now, where's that attack?
But, sir...
Hey, what are you doing here?
What the heck is with this guy?
I'm here because I need to learn how to control One for All. I have to get so much better at it. And fast. I'm also here because I don't know if All Might has much time left. I'm sorry, but I can't waste my whole week messing around like this, sir. I hope you'll excuse me.
As I thought. It's time for you to show me what you can do, ya newbie. I watched the UA Sports Festival on television. The way you used your power was unthinkable. Reckless. He's not training you well. He may be the symbol of peace and the #1 hero, but All Might's a total novice when it comes to teaching. I can only imagine what a blunder he is in the classroom.
Now, shall we get started, you bunch of newbies?
Hey, All Might called us newbies too. And he has two sides, sometimes playing dumb. This really is his teacher.
I can't stand to watch you use your quirk that way, so I suppose I'll have to teach you. Now, hurry and get your costume on.
I'm ready. Teach me everything. Instructions?
Dear Izuku Midoriya, as we made repairs to your costume, our designers decided to make a few changes in regards to materials and appearance. Thank you for understanding. But trust me, it's gonna look a whole lot cooler!
I can't believe the support crew changed stuff around without asking me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised after seeing Hatsume at work. Well, whatever the case. This will be my first battle in the new version of my mom's suit. All right, let's get started.
Show me your smash.
You're sure this is a good idea? I'm kind of worried since I've never used the suit before. Plus, you know, this place is small. And if I accidentally fired a smash at 100%, then your body wouldn't be able to handle it.
Good grief, kid. A chatterbox, aren't you? I'm losing patience!
Okay, that really hurt!
What? You didn't realize my true strength earlier? I can't believe you're the 9th holder of this great power. All Might's hardly taught you anything. Guess all that fame doesn't translate into being a good mentor.
He's too fast! How does his quirk work? Come on, think! There's no place for me to hide, and he's not giving me any openings. It's no use trying to figure out where he is. I need to stop him from moving somehow. Imagine the egg in the microwave, not exploding. He's passed behind me twice. That means...
Clever analysis, newbie. Nice try, but you're a little stiff. And there's discord within your mind. That's why I bested you.
Crap, I thought for sure I was gonna land that punch.
Listen to me. The way you used One for All in the cavalry battle and the tournament showed that you're adjusting to the quirk. You understand its fundamentals. But your admiration for All Might and sense of loyalty to him are shackles on you.
Shackles? But how?
It's true that you need to get stronger, and quickly. Time waits for no man. Real villains don't care if you've reached your full potential yet. And you think One for All is more special than it really is.
Then, what should I do?
Think about that on your own time. Meanwhile, I'll go buy us some grub. Clean this place up while I'm gone.
Huh? My admiration for All Might is a shackle?
On a normal day, I'd just be waiting for client calls to come in. Not really exciting, but things have been fairly hectic here lately.
So you're using street patrols to suppress crime?
Yeah, exactly. Man, I kinda can't believe Ingenium's little brother is interning at my agency. I'm sure you had offers from pros with much bigger followings than mine.
The hero killer. So elusive, he's managed to avoid capture for his deplorable crimes. I know that I might not find him, but still. I have to try to track the villain down. Because I can't forgive him for what he's done.
Now I get it. You must be the ones who attacked UA. You want to recruit me to build up your little group again.
Yeah, it'll be great. You've got so much experience.
And what's your mission?
For now, I really just want to kill All Might. I like to destroy anything that pisses me off. Like this little brat here. Game over.
I was a fool to think you could offer me anything. It turns out you're the type of person I hate most in this world. The goals of your league are those of a child. What meaning is there to killing if you don't have real convictions?
The hero killer Stain. Tomura Shigaraki cares only about wanton violence, so we brought this man in to guide him. Perhaps we made a mistake. Master, should I step in?
Let it happen. It's possible this is the only way he'll learn anything. He needs to think about the ways he must grow, how he can mature. Only then will he reach his potential.
My admiration for All Might is a shackle. I understand the fundamentals, but there's discord in my mind. I believe One for All is more special than it is. Is that what's making my movement stiff? What does stiff even mean? Okay, look at all this in a different way. What makes a movement flexible? I know! How I think about it. One for All, those big smashes are like my special moves. But I saw him use it up close. Why didn't I notice then? Now I see. Quirks are just extensions of our bodies. So then, I need to start thinking of One for All as being part of me. That's it. I get it.
Well, at least he's mentally adept and forward-thinking for a kid. But I already knew that from the festival. You found a good one, huh, Toshinori? Or should I say, All Might?
To be perfectly frank, I don't like you very much.
Huh?
I know full well why you chose my agency. Because I'm one of the top 5 most popular heroes.
Hey, look, you're the one who made an offer for me.
Yes, recently all my recruits have been perfect little angels. So you certainly stood out. I watched the way you fought at the sports festival. You have a good handle on your powerful quirk, and a decent grasp of its application as well. You're an outstanding talent. I'd say you're already good enough to take on as a sidekick. However, you do have a fatal flaw. You believe you're the best, and you display that belief without regard for how it reflects on you or your image. You have a ferocious nature.
Don't tell me you brought me here just to give me a lecture!
I have to correct people like you. It's part of my duty to society. Heroes and villains are cut from the same cloth. So your job here is to watch me. I'll show you what makes someone a hero.
What in the hell are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm educating you on becoming an exemplary pro. That includes being aware of the way you speak, your appearance, controlling your emotions, your morals. There are countless things you need to learn, but in the brief period of 1 week, I will stitch these things into the fabric of your being.
Wow! Tetsu? Kirishima! Hey man, what are you doing here?
We were able to put in 2 offers this year. Let's begin right away.
I look forward to working with you.
I was impressed by the guts both of you showed at the sports festival. I like you two. However, being a hero isn't easy, and you can't rely on brute force alone. So this week, you'll learn from my experience.
That's the chivalrous hero. He's so manly.
Wait for me to finish speaking!
Yes, sir! Apologies!
Seems I'll have to teach you proper manners, too.
Thank you very much, sir!
First, let's talk about why we're even here. Pros receive wages from the government, so we're civil servants. But there's more to it than that. With the quirks we offer, our responsibilities are different from regular workers. Now, regarding our actual duties.
Basic hero goal, control crime, right? When a crime occurs, the police will contact us. These requests come in all at once, filtered by district. We file reports on the services we provided, assisting with arrests, rescuing people, etc. Then a special agency looks at our work and decides how much we should be paid. You'll catch on quick, kiddo.
I didn't expect him to be so friendly.
Additionally, heroes are allowed to have side jobs. There were a lot of arguments about this when the world of pros was first being established. But heroes ended up being so popular that the public demanded it. For example, I'm about to film a commercial. Stick around, okay?
Oh, well, I was kind of hoping I'd see something a little more actiony.
No, this sort of attention is something you can't avoid if you're a pro. Besides, she was kind enough to offer her wisdom to an unworthy student. So I'll take every lesson she has to give.
She's really into this. Okay, but isn't there anything else we can do while you film this commercial or whatever?
Do you know why I chose to recruit you two? Any thoughts?
Well, I guess.
It must be because you saw such heroic potential in us.
Of course I did. But there's another reason. You're both very cute young ladies.
Heroes must practice and train constantly. You can't take a break, even when you're on patrol.
Right! Hey! Oh man, this is so much harder than class.
You know what's a useful skill? Knowing how to pass the time while you're waiting to be called out to rescue someone. Got that?
Sure. This is not the kind of roleplay I was hoping for.
I've been waiting for you, Shoto. You're finally ready to walk down the path of the mighty.
I have no intention of following any path you've created. Only I can decide my future.
Is that so? You should go get ready. We're going out.
Where to?
It's time I show you what it means to be a hero.
I'm snoring.
You can't be serious. The first day of training down, and all he did was test me once. No actual hero work or field training. He just passed out after coming back with food. Gran Torino. I didn't get any hits when I searched for that name. A UA teacher for just 1 year. It's one big mystery. I need to change the way that I think about One for All. It's part of me. My classmates use their quirks as if it's completely natural. But I still think of mine as something I have to call upon. If I could use even 5% of my power like it was nothing, I'd be able to move like Kacchan. Mr. Aizawa and Kirishima said the same thing. If I can just master my quirk, I'll be able to do so many things. But first, I need to be able to use it instantly. Alright, I'll try this out. 5% should be enough here. 1, 2, 3, the roof. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Imagine the egg not exploding in the microwave. I was afraid that would happen. I need to brace myself and use my arms to cushion the impact. Which means, for the second jump, I need to put power into both my arms and my legs. But if I don't do it quickly enough, then I'll end up breaking my bones in the fall. I can't take the time to visualize the result like I normally do. But I have to try it. Gotta put some power in my arms. This time I'll switch faster. Faster, stupid! Do it faster!
Is it a fillet?
Let's go. It's not our problem, honey.
Good morning. What's wrong? You look beat.
Well, I was training on my own yesterday and went too far. I tried to take everything you said to me and put it into practice, but it was just no good. Obviously, I still have a long way to go.
It's your first time trying, so it's to be expected. That is how training works. Of course, I suppose All Might can't wrap his mind around that. He was pretty much able to use One for All right off the bat, so I taught him in a very different manner. Of course, he had the body going for him, so there's that.
Whoa, All Might is a student, huh? Come on, what was he like back then?
It was all combat training for him.
You're a bitch, you know that, Toma?
No wonder All Might was so scared of this guy.
The training was difficult, but I couldn't hold back on him. He was entrusted to me by a sworn friend who had just passed away.
Oh, All Might's predecessor? So, can you tell me anything about the guy? I'll take care of it for you.
So you haven't told him about the 7th holder yet. Hey, Toshinori.
Got it. Thanks. A microwave?
Yeah, for some reason mine broke yesterday. So I bought a new one.
Can't tell if he's being serious or not.
So, what do you think? How about we eat some of that frozen food I bought? It'll be good.
But the only thing you bought was dessert.
What can I say? I like the finer things in life.
Using my quirk needs to be as easy as taking a breath. Thinking about it objectively, everyone else has had 15 years to get into that kind of mindset. But not me. And time waits for no one. At this rate, in order to draw out more than 5% of my power, I'll need to put in the kind of commitment I did on the beach.
Oh yeah, look at these delicious babies. Come and get them while they're steaming.
My time is limited. What do I focus on?
Why the long face, boy? Just focus on these piping hot pastries for now. Still frozen.
No way! I'm positive that I microwaved them like it said to.
What are you, an idiot? You stuck a huge plate in there, didn't you? If you do that, there's no room for it to turn, so only one part of it gets hot. Have you never done this before?
Oh, ours isn't the turning type, so no, I guess not. I'm sorry that... I've got it! Whoa, Gran Torino! I see now! The frozen pastry in my hand is me!
No, it's not. Are you okay?
I don't mean literally. Not really a dessert. But I get it. Up until now, I've just been summoning One for All. Only when I really need it. In the places I need it. Like flipping on some kind of switch. But if I do that, my reaction time gets slower and slower with every move. Which means I shouldn't be flipping the switch off. I just have to leave the power on the whole time. Imagining the energy that used to be focused in one place, spreading throughout my entire body.
Didn't take him long to figure that out. Good.
I need One for All's power surging through all of me, continuously. The 5% that I can use.
Visualizing a pastry in the microwave is pretty boring, kid. You sure you're okay with that?
All Might said that about my egg already, and it was fine with me.
So tell me, can you move in this state?
I don't know for sure.
Wanna give it a try?
Yes! Let's do this!
That's it. Keep One for All flowing throughout your entire body. If you can move around while maintaining this, then you'll be on a completely different level than you were at the sports festival. So, kid, think you can handle it? We'll begin with 3 minutes.
Okay. For what?
That's the amount of time you have to try to hit me with a smash.
Crap, he's fast.
Pathetic. If you can't even hold your own against an old man, how will you protect those who are in need? Someone praised by the symbol of peace himself should be able to complete this challenge easily. No sweat.
One for all. I need some time to get it going through my body again. A single hit from him doesn't pack much power, but he's too fast for me to follow with my eyes. Come on. I just need a few seconds. There!
Don't be stupid. I can still see you. If you're trying to buy time, it won't work.
Now's my chance!
So you were just trying to keep me off you for a minute. Now that was a good idea.
One for all. Full Cowling!
Almost.
From behind.
You already tried to counter like this once before, remember, kid?
Dodge that too?
Your time's up.
Oh, man. It's hard to keep it going like that. Guess I still have a lot of work to do.
Nice work. You managed to attack me while I had my guard down, thanks to your analysis. You must spend a lot of time thinking about strategy and how to fight. You've already grown since yesterday, and this was just our first go at using One for All this way. It's been a long time since I've had to seriously dodge an attack. This kid might turn out to be a real monster. All right, no time to rest. Let's keep training.
Yeah, please, what's next, sir?
Something very important. We haven't had any breakfast this morning.
Huh? Oh, you're right.
So why don't you go and heat up those pastries again? They're all ruined!
Don't worry, I'll go buy some more! I've still got a long road ahead, but I can see where I'm going. One for all, full cowling. That's the next step to making this quirk my own.
Right! Left! Right! Left!
Don't just go through the motions. Make sure you're focusing on each individual punch. Remember, the most important thing is your basic physical strength.
Yes, sir!
Look at how cute that pose is!
This is lukewarm! Can't you two dense idiots even make a decent cup of tea? We want to impress clients who visit our agency. Is this the kind of crap you would serve them too? Sorry, Mr. Fourth Kind, sir!
Jeez. Those powers of yours sure make it satisfying to hit you.
Right! Thank you, sir!
To be a good pro, your presence must calm those in danger and give them peace of mind. You must be capable, of course. But there are other things to consider. Your physical appearance, speech, and actions must all be elegant. You must give off the aura of a hero. Do you understand?
Another perfect style, Best Genus. Damn it! I came to the wrong hero agency!
After this photo shoot, she's scheduled to be a guest on a radio show, and then she has a quick magazine interview.
I feel like we're her entourage, not her interns.
This is part of what it takes to be a hero. It's unavoidable given the age we live in. And I'm sure there's some important lesson we're missing here. Right? Maybe?
Poor girl's deep in denial.
I'm sorry to show up unexpectedly. Hope you don't mind.
Please, it's always a pleasure to see you, Tsukauchi. So, how's the investigation?
Well, there were a number of villains who attacked the USJ, but we're puzzled by one. The one you fought who they called Nomu.
Ah, that strong bird guy.
He went ahead and ran some tests on Nomu's DNA.
What exactly did you find?
First, we're not asking you to help us with the case. Technically, this is a leak. I just felt I owed it to you to let you know. It could lead us to the one in charge. After several attempts at interrogation, we realized that Nomu can't speak. He shows no reaction to anything. It's as though he literally can't think for himself, no matter what's going on around him. As for his identity, we discovered that he used to be a low-level thug with a record of assault and extortion.
Why do you think this will lead us to the mastermind behind the League?
Here's where it gets interesting. Our reports show that he's been altered drastically. When we analyzed his genetic makeup, we discovered 4 different people's DNA.
Someone combined people's DNA to make this guy. So is he even human anymore?
The transformation is a result of drugs and other unknown methods. To oversimplify a bit, he's been modified so that his body is able to hold multiple quirks at once. His brain's apparent lack of processing power probably comes from the burden that causes, but we're more concerned about his DNA. He shouldn't have more than one power. Even if new DNA is introduced, that shouldn't give a person multiple powers. Not unless it's completely integrated into someone's body. Not all quirks work like one for all, but maybe there's someone out there with the power to pass different quirks onto other people.
It can't be.
Given the evidence, I think it's a reasonable conclusion. That's why I came. I had to let you know immediately.
No, it's not possible. Don't tell me he's back again.
So you want me to be a part of your crumbling little league? But you won't accomplish anything if you don't have conviction and desire. Without those, you'll always be an aimless weakling, achieving nothing. That's how you got here.
Hey now, you're being a little rough, aren't you? Kurogiri, take this guy back.
I'm sorry. I can't move. It must be the hero killer's quirk at work.
The word hero has lost all meaning in this society. The world is overrun by fakes. Criminals like you who chase petty dreams. They must all be purged.
What do you think you're doing? If you touch this palm, I'll kill you. You sure talk a lot, hero killer. Conviction? Maybe I don't have anything as loaded as that. If I had to choose a desire, though, yeah, it'd be killing All Might. If this world wants to worship trash like him, I'll destroy their beloved symbol of peace and then crush them while they're in shock. The last of my injuries was finally about to finish healing, and now this. You should learn not to play with knives. We don't have a healer in our party, you know.
I see your nature. It seems our goals fundamentally oppose each other. However, this wasn't in vain. We agree that we need to destroy the present.
I'm over this. Leave. Drop dead. I'm the kind of person you hate most, right?
I was testing your motives. People always show their true colors when on the verge of death. It's abnormal. There is desire, a warped sprout of conviction inside of you. How will it bloom in the end, I wonder? Maybe I'll let you grow. If you don't turn out well, I'll take care of you later.
You think you could get rid of me?
I'm free.
Kurogiri, someone as crazy as this would be nothing but a problem for the League of Villains.
Please reconsider. This man will be a great asset if he joins us. I'd say this was a success.
My business here is done. Now, you'll return me to Hosu. There are still several false heroes I must attend to there.
Well, the nice thing about having the whole city on alert is that no villains will dare come out.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hero Killer Stain. It was obvious once I looked at your crimes. In the 7 places that you've appeared so far, you've always injured at least 4 pro-heroes. Maybe there's a reason for that, or maybe I'm just reading into things, but it looks like a pattern. And Tensei is the only person you've attacked in Hosu.
I'm so sorry. I failed you.
That means it's very likely that you'll appear in this city again. Good. I'll dispose of you with my own hands.
Gotta keep the 5% going and attack!
We should switch up the training. If You get too used to fighting against my distinct tactics, you might develop some weird habits.
What habits? I'm just trying to keep up with you right now. Please let me fight more.
No, we're done here. Change into your costume, boy. We're moving on to phase 2. Hope you're ready. We're going out to fight some villains.
What, just like that?
If you only fight against me, you'll be in trouble when you come across someone who's the complete opposite. The key is to let you get experience with different types of villains and situations. This is an internship, after all. You really shouldn't be that surprised by this.
I get what you're saying, and I totally agree. But I still think I need more time to prepare myself.
From what I heard, you've already been in combat with some real villains. You'll be just fine. We aren't going to go after anyone that big. And it won't do us any good hanging around here. Because of the small population in this area, the crime rate is pretty low. That's why there are so many hero agencies in urban areas. There's a lot more crime there. The higher the population density, the more trouble you'll find. Now in Shibuya, we'll have plenty of small fights to break up, I guarantee.
Wait, you mean we're going to Shibuya in Tokyo? I'm not so sure my hero costume is hip enough.
That costume of yours tells everyone you're a hero. You should be happy to get to display it in such a bright spotlight.
Hold on. Are we gonna be taking the bullet train toward Shinjuku?
Yep.
We'll pass Hosu City. I wonder how Ida's doing there. I'll try to message him later.
We'll patrol Kyoto today, too. Sorry this is so monotonous.
No, it's better this way.
Hey. This is kind of hard to ask, but you're after the hero killer, aren't you?
How did you...
I couldn't think of any other reason why you'd come to my agency. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm really glad you did. But you shouldn't be pursuing personal grudges. We heroes don't have the authority to arrest people or punish them. The only reason we're allowed to use our quirks is because of the regulations put on them. That's why, no matter how noble the reason may be, a hero must not use their quirk for themselves. If a pro used their power for their own selfish desires, it would be a very serious crime. I'm not saying that the hero killer isn't incredibly guilty or anything. You just seem like the earnest type, you know? I'd hate for you to focus on one goal and ignore everything else.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's fine as long as you get what I'm saying. So, you good?
No. What am I supposed to do with this burning hatred if I can't act?
Hosu City looks nicer than I expected. So, what are you gonna do? I will reform it. In order to do so, blood must spill.
You have a clear goal. Your dedication is admirable.
Finally someone who understands. I get the feeling you enjoy picking on me. Hero is a title for those who've accomplished great deeds. This city is full of false champions. All they care about is money and fame. Until this world realizes its mistakes, I will continue my work. He talks all high and mighty and stuff, but he's wasting his time focusing on a small stage. He's so noble I could cry.
You shouldn't spurn his methods. The reality is, in all the cities where Stain has appeared, the crime rates have fallen. Perhaps because heroes are more conscientious, or perhaps out of fear. Regardless, he does bring change.
Oh, isn't that just wonderful? Heroes are working harder thanks to all those murders. I guess you could say our hero killer is also a hero breeder. This is getting boring. It won't work. We just can't agree on a basic level. And he annoys me. Kurogiri, we're not gonna lose. You think you can get away with stabbing me? When I get tired of you, I'll kill you. Whenever I feel like it. Just like that, Stain. But let's make it more interesting. How about I crush your honor and your pride first? What do you say, big bad hero killer?
So, this train isn't gonna...